We are live, and people can hear us, probably, hopefully.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I'm going to be futzing around with audio stuff probably very rapidly. But hello, chat. We're pre-going because the stream goes live in about a minute 30. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't know how strict their timetable is, unlike last stream. So they might, this is a panel, so they might go hot right away. Which will involve me, Omega, frantically working buttons and knobs in the audio, because when YouTube has a pre-stream, which I'm sure you guys know if you were camped out in this stream, which quite a lot of you were, thank you, you can't futz with, like, window player, the video player size, or the audio or anything. Oh, okay. We're officially waiting for them. So we'll see. In the meantime, how are y'all, chat?
Hey, everybody.
I see lots of you saying hi. Thanks for coming. We're streaming it from my perspective, like last week, so I'm ready to switch all my tabs and stuff. The basic plan, to let everybody know, is we're going to watch the stream live, which will basically be the news. We may or may not tuck some normal intros in there. I don't know, again, how much dead air we're going to have. I'm Omega, by the way. He's Lucky. Does Lucky sound quiet? Let me double check.
Well, like I said, it could be. I haven't actually said much, I don't think, but...
No, I got you at 120 on Discord, so... should be fine. Have not moved my desktop audio at all. But yes, we'll be wiggling things.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
As we do.
Yeah.
All right, it's time. We're officially waiting for them.
Let me make sure I'm on the stream myself.
But yeah, we'll react to whatever they have to say on the panel. We'll probably talk over our own thoughts about stuff when they're, on the DL. There's idle in between moments. And then we will cap off with what little JP news there is. And, mailbag. They were quite a decent number of submissions. I think it's like 10 or 11 right now.
Suddenly, music.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me dial them down a little. Yeah, we're in the pre-stream, so not full screen, but theater mode. I think that might work. All right. The centering's a little awkward. Hold on, let me... fiddle? Oop, no. Please, OBS, let me grab the chat window. Okay. All right. I mean, I can boost Lucky louder on my end. He sounds okay to me, but we can make him like 130. He's not playing Final Fantasy XIV, so he's not going to jump off anything and blow out your eardrums. Or will he? I'll send the here. But we're chilling. We're on there. Yeah, I'm kind of curious exactly what we're going to do. I think we got some mailbag questions about this, but I don't know if we're going to, like, fire off Heian-Kyo right away. I'm kind of hoping we get that Murasaki banner, because that comes with leyline stones, And also extra Saint Quartz.
I mean, I'm starting to think that they'll probably drop Heian-Kyo tonight, but they also might do the download event at the same time.
Yeah, it's possible they'll commingle them, I'm assuming we'll get news about what we're doing for Thanksgiving, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. I talked about this last week. I'm very hyped for Heian-Kyo, but also I kind of feel like the way it was timed in JP was pretty good with the leyline stones just before, Because obviously I didn't really get a chance to do anything with leyline stones when they originally came out because, as you know, we stay pretty caught up on story. So there's no main story content for me to, spend them on. I spent seals and Saint Quartz clearing Olympus the old-fashioned way. But I think this panel will be interesting because, again, our guests are... it's Albert obviously is going to be there. Nissan's going to be there, and I always forget her name because I'm terrible with names, but the producer at Aniplex who's responsible for a lot of the Fate animation projects. So I'm assuming we're also probably going to get some news on how we're going to get the Strange Fake simulcast. I think they've expired? I'm not sure. Somebody can double check. They're probably in your inventory. I think they were only good until, like, October or November, and then they go away. And then the main thing about these new ones is they're like extended until New Year's. The pity question is a big one, because I also believe that was the thing about Korea is they got pity and Muramasa early. Does that mean we'll get it at New Year's? That's about, you know, what, half year early? They might. I think that's still going to futz with a lot of banners. I think a lot of people take that for granted, how much, like, the fact that banners rotate.
Mm-hmm. Well, if we get pity at New Year's, that's a full year early, because we got pity.
Right, yes, it's Koinsuke of Dark. Yeah, that's a full year early.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a whole year of banners they've got to either rejigger or make pity bad for, so I don't know if they'll do it. It's cool. I personally do not plan on spending quite so much money or Saint Quartz to get pity very often, but it's still a good feature. Yeah, they tried to add the history, which was with the pity update, but it did not work. So, we'll see.
We're working on things and stuff.
Well, I thought the Saint Quartz tracker, like spending your Saint Quartz, wasn't that for keeping track of like 10 spins and stuff, or is it for the extra spin, or is that for pity? I don't know. It's hard to tell when quality of life's come.
They must be having some technical difficulties.
Yeah. Well, you know, while they're killing time, let me pull up the old patron list. Shout out our patrons. We appreciate them. Because this episode will continue to be brought to you by our patrons like Anand Harp, Architect 10, Blackster G, Carlos, Dragon, Ferris, Jeremy Vasquez, Justify, Jonathan Sandoval, Legendary Boss Hunter, Regent Raptor, Rise of Kenji, Rogue Robin, Sharvor, Sean Pryor, some guy named Bob, sorry, 23 and the Crow. If you like what we do and want to see us do more, consider supporting us on Patreon. Get access to episodes early and lots of other goodies. I will say, because we are directly piping the audio, and I think we're getting started. Perfect timing on that. No, okay, just darkness and reloop.
Reloop.
But I was gonna say there will not be an audio version of this for Patreon. While it is easy for me to set up so I can record and for us to stream, for me to do that and also like not have the panel audio overlaid is something I can't do in like 4 hours. So there won't be a audio recording of this standalone part. I mean, we might be getting set up for grail casting. We have the coins and shit.
That's another one, yeah. I don't actually remember when grail casting came out, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the timeline is. We have the thing I think we need to do it, because I believe it requires just using your excess servant coins, which we did get early, so. It's a bold time. All right, we're 5 minutes over schedule. I don't know if that means that we got the... Oh, grail casting was at the same time as...
Was it?
Yeah, it was technically New Year's this year, so. Blue apples, maybe. Grail casting could be. I mean, the mechanical updates to quick this early would be fucking wild. Think about that. That would change so much about the metagame. Man, my chair's really squeaky today. But we'll see. I do know that I believe people were talking about how the panel time got pushed up a little, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the stream was originally going to be later, and then when they actually, like, dropped the list, it was, you know, there.
Oh, yeah. I will laugh. I was actually considering that myself, that, like, maybe the panel is just going right now and someone just forgot to switch the fucking camera over.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we got any sources on the ground. I know somebody in chat said that they were at NYC earlier, but it's not going on. I haven't yelled about it on, like, Twitter or anything.
So either, who knows, maybe there's something, like, maybe there's some delay with the talent, some technical difficulties.
Okay. When it's in theater mode and I tab back to my regular browser window, it goes black. Sorry about that. I'll try to avoid that. Does it work if I make it full screen? I guess I can fuck around.
Fuck around and find out.
It's a little punched in, but it does work. Actually, that's really punched in. Let's go back to theater mode until it resolves itself, and then we can fuck around. No, we don't need to refresh anything. It's live right now. Somebody remember to activate the live stream, which you do have to push a button. Lost belt 7? Probably not. We have 2 whole lost belts. Did you mean 6? We might get some early 6 preview. This is the power of the live reaction.
I am reacting so hard right now.
Yeah, I'm reacting. There's nothing going on.
All right, forgive me. I'm gonna boot up Neo 2 again.
Hey, go for it. Apparently somebody in chat, I have chat closed because you should always have chat closed, says that the panel doesn't actually start until 6:45, which is really interesting.
Well, I guess it's not the worst. I think it's all right that we get
okay.
actually.
I mean, it does at least mean, like I said, we get to futz with the YouTube end of this, so I can figure it all out.
But yeah, no, Lucky right now decided to actually finally play Neo 2, and I'm excited.
It's free, isn't it? This month?
It is free, but I actually bought the collection, which is Neo 1 and Neo 2, because you can get the remaster versions that have all the DLC. I do not believe the free version has all the DLC.
Yes, that is a slight issue with a lot of PlayStation Plus free games, is they don't come with some of the DLC, even when they probably should.
So I did it, and I am enjoying that, as Lucky does. I made a small, big titty ninja, so I'm just all like, yeah, this is my life. This is Team Ninja. I know what you're about. Don't you lie to me.
It's pretty funny. I actually, because it's also free on PS Plus, I finally got around to downloading and have been playing some, before Pokemon came out, I was playing some Soul Calibur 6, which I'm sure you guys remember the many, many memes of character creation, including the fact that I didn't realize this, but Saber's shirt is just in the game by default. That's not a mod. There's just a blue shirt with like the white front in the vest that looks a lot like her. But I just made a fucking huge robot lady automaton, but you know, you have ball joints and stuff with Siegfried's moveset, so we're living. There's thigh sliders, y'all.
I wish there was thigh sliders in Neo 2, but there's not. There is a breast slider, so I'll take it, but no thigh slider.
But if you guys want more of us doing stuff more rapidly, we did do What's Up yesterday. In case people didn't catch why that be happening, we did in fact stream What's Up for quite a while. It's like 3.5 hours early because I'm looking at hell. While we're waiting, I can show you guys the show notes. That's it. It's right there. It's basically a page. If we didn't have all the headers for stuff, it would be one page. So this is probably going to be some pretty big news. So we're chilling on it.
Oops. Oh.
Should just be a few more minutes. I am kind of glad they started early to get the technicals ironed out, because the last stream they did, the last broadcasting station they did live from Aniplex's offices were a little kerfuffled. I mean, a lot of people say horribly buggy. I have noticed, I have been playing Pokemon decently. I was even playing it today. I can pull it out right now. Well, it said 6:45, so you got 4 minutes left, Moon. They won't be streaming from the panel before the panel starts. A lot of people say horribly buggy and like Cyberpunk and like every fucking game. Everybody is just posting the their worst bugs on Twitter, as usual. Though, be wary of that. I think it was the Sonic Colors remake or remaster. A lot of people posted a lot of bugs online. That was because they were recording from an emulator that wasn't optimized. The actual game wasn't nearly that janky. Not that it was great, it just still wasn't that janky. Yeah, I don't get crashes. I get some weird texture stuff. I have noticed that the game deliberately chunks the frame rate of anybody who's not front and center. If you see like background characters or Pokemon, they're walking at like 5 frames per second. I think that may just be part of the game trying to keep everything running smoothly around you. It does allegedly have a memory leak. If you just save, quit the game, and restart, that can clean up some of your frame rate problems. So hopefully we'll get some patches. Honestly, I don't know why. Or do like what Square does, just release the old low-res versions of the game on mobile. Nintendo already does that. Just sell me the original like Pokemon. Actually, do they do that? Is there like Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green on phones? That seems like that would be ideal. Just you know, report the games, make you pay like $10. God, my chair is really squeaky. I beat I won't say even the first gym, though technically I think it is the lowest level. I beat the bug gym, and now I'm hunting some other stuff. I'm having a hell of a time. I love to catch up, you know, stuff. Like, there's a lot of things going on. That seems like a wasted opportunity if they're not releasing mainland Pokemon games on mobile. Like, I know you can play a fuck ton of old Final Fantasies, like, in barely remastered state. Obviously both on Steam, but also on your mobile phone.
This building's on fire, and I don't feel good about that.
That's usually not a good sign. All right, we're at about a minute out. Usually the panels have pretty decent production value, so hopefully they'll have a prompt switch. But yeah, no, like I said, I haven't seen any of the real jank shit that people are like screen capping on Twitter, so yeah, you know, everybody's opinion is subjective. I'm having a hell of a lot of fun, and most people are. Like, the game does run kind of poorly, but it's real fun to play. I'm catching new Pokemon, I'm catching old Pokemon. They brought my boy Rookidee back.
Yoink!
Alright, it's 6:45.
Oh, now you're on fire. Oh god, everyone's on fire.
6:45, the music's still going. I'm reacting to there being nothing.
Shibusawa Ko, you're about to burn to death. You burned to death.
Actually, this is a good question because it is a free game and I don't know if I've added it to my library. Can you play Neo 2 without having played the original Neo?
Yeah, it actually takes a place before it.
Ah, okay. Prequel kind. Well, I'll put it in my library just to be safe then. If I haven't done that already, I don't think I have.
Like, I got the itch to play it because you were playing Bloodborne, and like I said, I'm not a big, like, I won't say I'm necessarily the biggest fan of From Software games, but how Team Ninja did Neo and Neo 2, I'm like, no, I'm for it.
Mm-hmm. We're here. We're reacting. We're all reacting together. Now, if it rolls over to 6:46, then we have a problem. Yep, there it is, 6:46.
Rude.
They have been,
Oh, wait.
Nope, somebody's fucking with a mic. Yep, we're yelling.
Yep.
All right, that's Albert, but he's not on a microphone that's being streamed. Hold on, let me...
Right in my face. So,
there it is.
They fucking it up.
Welcome to the Fake Grand Order panel here at NYC. Are you guys having fun so far?
I'm going to put him on double speed so we make sure we're live.
I know the hall is already closed, and thank you guys for being here.
I should probably
We
do that
actually have a
myself.
lot of stuff for you today. I know a lot of people have already been to the booth, already checked out. Who was at the
How is
show?
Albert's
Yeah,
sound
I
level,
see
by
it
the
live
way,
on my
compared
face,
to us?
But just scream if you're there.
I can understand him,
You guys got the
but...
autograph? The people that were there.
There we go. Okay, we're caught up.
All
little bit of
right.
lag.
So, thank you for coming.
Whoa,
We have
there
a
he is.
lot for
Jesus.
you today, so
Finally.
without further ado, I am actually right before that. This panel will be
Bit
streamed,
low? Okay.
and because of that and a lot of other reason, there'll be no photography of any type, no photo, no video. Please put your phone away. There will be a time where I might ask you to take your phone out. This is not that time. Don't take it out. All right.
Okay.
So,
As
let's
usual
get
with
this panel
Japanese
started.
stuff, there's very sensitive about the photography.
Yep.
Time. We do get that Mystic Code. Anyway. Giga spoilers if you're not caught up. The Koyan event? Damn. Oh, wow. Thank you for pouring out the super chats, guys. All right. Let's bring Albert back.
Trailer, who
It is
has
Tunguska.
actually
Jesus.
caught up to Lost Bill?
Well, I mean, Tunguska is kind of...
For the other half,
Well, yeah.
probably like, oh my god, what did I just watch? Who is that? What's going on? Time to catch up on the story, yeah? There will also be, actually, officially, plenty of spoiler today. Yeah, we're just gonna link into that clairvoyance now.
All right,
So,
we're leaning into clairvoyance.
but before we actually go into Fate Grand Order, we are actually, for the first time, we're doing this panel, and we're going to talk about a couple other Time Moon related work as well.
Yeah. Probably Mahoyo Special Edition. They got leaked by Amazon.
So, most of you have been to the booth, or at least walk around the booth. So, obviously, there's Fate Grand Order, and then there's Fate Strange Fake. And then
Yeah,
there's
Strange Fate is
also a
very
thing
popular.
called Mahoyo.
That he calls him Mahoyo.
Or
So thank
the
you.
official title is...
It's true. Lucky
What's
doesn't
on
need to
Holy
warn us
Night?
about spoilers.
So, as
Slick transitions.
previously,
Jesus.
Japan had a stream, and they announced a couple new characters. So today, I'm just going to kind of bring some new information about these new characters. And I do have another trailer. I want to show it to you guys first. So let's take a look at that trailer first.
Alright, it's a normal ass trailer.
魔術師の秘密を見られておまけに目撃者を逃がしたか普通の高校生の悩みじゃないな
彼女は祖父の期待や青崎の責任感からではなく逃げることを嫌って魔術師の道を取ったんですよ
人殺しなんて良くないぞ
分かってるって言ってるでしょ人でなしと罵ってくれて結構な今の私は本当にその通りだからあのね
Tight Moon Jam
一緒に
times.
逃げてるぐらいで勘違いしないでくれる死にたくないってんならここで私からも逃げ出したら
あれは前に進むためなら全てを捨てられる人間なんです
私はあくまで魔術師見習い使えないし使う気もないわよ魔法
No,
なんて
Witch in the Holy Night's official release is not yet out. There you go. 8th is digital. 27th is physical. Of the month later.
The speculation is over. Yes, the game will come out on December 8th on digital, and the physical version will come out on January 27th.
The demo is playable.
Also, as a Time Moon fan, myself, I still kind of wonder to myself, what timeline are we living in right now? Official English visual novel from Time Moon? Whoa, right? Look, I check social media. I know what you guys are saying. Right? There's one post, it's like someone said Anime NYC, right? They saw the big poster, they're like, holy cow, Mahoyo. So,
Yeah.
we are going to go over a couple new
I
characters.
wonder how much work Albert has
First,
actually done to get
since
like
we
some of
showed the
these
trailer
projects
for
in.
Aoko, Aozaki, we're going to talk about her sister.
Yes.
So, if you're familiar with Time Moon Works, or if you've been
Wow,
along with
Lou
all the
Beowulf.
Fate animation work,
I did not know what you looked like, but
kinda
you're a
see
lot more
this
twinky than I
person
thought.
here and there across all the Time Moon works. So, we have Toko Aozaki. So, Aoko Aozaki's older sister, unlike Aoko, who inherited the family magecraft only upon entering high school.
it's hiding in our
Toko
Discord.
was immersed in the arcane from an early age.
Funny.
And accompanying Toko, we have Lou Beowulf.
But also,
A boy
Albert, it
who
would be
arrived
really
in
easy to set up
Misaki
an
with
interview then,
Toko.
if you're already
He
at our
has
Discord.
a bright, innocent personality. So how do these two play into the overall story? Buy the game and find out. Next,
Already done it.
we have Yuika Suse, we have Rizuka Suse, and we have Eri Fumitsuka. So for Yuika, the younger sister of the younger of the Suse sister working at the Aida Church, Yuika was born with poor eyesight and is now nearly blind.
Balance this out very
And
soon.
we have Rizuka Suse, the older of the Suse sister working at the Aida Church. She has somewhat of a troublesome hobbies. And Aoko doesn't like her.
I feel like that probably means she like
We
eats people or
have,
something.
Eri Fumitsuka,
Probably.
the chief minister of the Aida Church, which has a long history in the Misaki town.
Like in
He's
in
also
Type
the
Moon
only
works, if
child
somebody has
of the
troublesome
Fumitsuka
hobbies, that
family,
means they like
which has a long
eat
association
people or
with
make
Aida.
super weed or you know
And all
something
these
really
information
fucked
will
up.
be updating the website soon, so all these information plus more of the character profiles, you can find them
Oh, that's a
on
little
the
bit of a
website.
Kiara type design, I guess. She's got the sweater and the really long
And
hair.
here's again the release date, December 8th for the digital release, January 27th. For the physical release, we do have the pre-order up already on a couple of online merchant sites. So please scan the QR code to find out. This is the time you can take out that phone if you want to.
I don't need to, Albert. I already pre-ordered.
But again, this will be streamed, so
The
you
QR
can
code
time,
should work through your
watch
computer
the
screen on our stream, though.
Later, you can scan the QR code. We'll also have more information on the website, so please check out our website and social media for that.
Oh no. I've already
Mahoyo.
pre-ordered. It's only like $60.
Okay, now, as I said before, we have more Time Moon works I'm going to talk about before we get to Fate Grand Order. So next is this.
Yep. Strange.
Yep, had an official one.
And to go over Fate Strange Fake, we have to invite our first guest onto the stage, who was at the mini stage talk show earlier this afternoon. So let's welcome producer from Aniplex Japan, Miss Shizuka Kurosaki.
Shizuka Kurosaki, that's right.
Woo.
This is basically the reverse of the Aniplex Fest earlier.
Yeah.
All right, so that third seat's where
We're getting everyone settled.
Nissan's going to appear because the translator does not get water.
All right, thank you for coming, Kurosaki-san. Can you first have a little self-introduction?
Oop. The table mics are not being piped onto stream.
No.
Hopefully somebody will catch that. Thank you again for the super chat.
Yay.
And
There it is.
I'm
Got it.
looking forward to see all of you. So I hope you enjoy today.
Yeah, just a little
Let's see
English.
here. What's the over/under on Saber having a sort of promised victory remix?
So to talk a little bit about Fate Strange Fake Whisper of Dawn.
I mean, he's a
so
Saber. He's
there will
he's an
be
Artoria
a special
fan.
animation
Literally
that's going to
stands
be
that
shown
shit.
At the end of this year.
That'd be pretty cool. I don't,
And
you know,
Fate
because it's only
Strange
been
Fake
in manga
is,
and light novel form.
created
They don't have
by
any, you know,
Ryoko Narita, which you might know
OST set up yet.
this author as the author for Durarara.
Though Gilgamesh obviously has
And
his
Kurosaki-san,
leitmotif.
I heard that for
Well, it's also interesting
this
because like the
panel today,
main
you
the
actually
main
have
composer
brought
for
over
Strange Fake
some
is
stuff for us today.
Sawano Hiroyuki. So
So we'll get some of that
Let me
Sawano
speak in
action.
Japanese
What?
from
There's something
here.
that Sawano worked on.
はい、今回は
Okay,
特
she's
別
switching back to
に
Japanese.
フェイト・ストレンジ・フェイク・ウィスパーズ・オブ・ドーンの出演声優4人からコメントを今日来てくださった皆さんのためにコメントいただいてます
Strange Fake is basically an ONA, I believe, is an original net animation. So it's probably not gonna be. It's probably gonna be between half hour and an hour.
Yeah, it's going to be an animation special. It really depends on what they're planning on doing
Four.
this long term.
Not one, not two, 4.
For special.
It's actually pretty
Voice actor stuff.
long 4 videos, so strap in and
okay.
let's
Okay, we'll get some extra video stuff in here.
let's take a look.
But yeah, if it's like case files, it'll be like a TV episode length.
フェイトストレンジフェイクで綾香左女を演じています花澤香菜です。
All right, we're getting a lot of voice actor
綾香左女
leap loops.
さんはですね、アメリカ西部にあるスノーフィールドに日本から渡米した旅行者、そしてメガネの女の子なんですけど、そうですね、彼女結構ミステリアスな、まあ、
Yo,
まだ
is that some
明かされていないところ
Sawano
が
in the back
あ
here?
ったりして、 この物語でどういうふうに登場する
Yeah, we
の
got some
か、ぜ
big
ひ楽しみに
drums.
していてほしいなと思っております。
No, Swano's a big fan of bass drums and horns.
Yeah.
アフレコはですね、
Also, hey, shout out. Somebody did actually did get the couple people got the QR code to work
成田涼子先生
off the stream.
つないでいただいてて、成
Oh,
田
he
先
actually
生
called
と
in.
は私結構前、もう10年以上前から違う作品とかでお世話になっていて、こうやって
It does seem like the Type Moon authors are willing to be fairly hands-on with the
その
talent.
時もメガネの女の方だったんですけど
Like, Ayuko Kawasumi talked about, for instance, about doing Castoria's voice lines. Nasu spoke to her
今回
personally
はアメ
about
リカが舞
how
台
to
と
do
いう
it.
ことで、皆さん、その雰囲気をぜひ感じ取っていただけたら、楽しんでいただけるんじゃないかと思います。ぜひよろしくお願いします。バイバイ。
Hello everyone! フェイトステージフェイクでセイバーを演じております。まゆきです。僕が演じるセイバーがですね、公式からの説明文ですと、オペラハウスに現れた正代不明のサーバントぐらいしかなくて、これ全てが謎に包まれている存在だったりするんですね。今回の特別編でどういう風に登場するのか、どこで登場するのか、そしてフェイトシリーズおなじみので、
I mean, they have to give you the line,
ある
right?
のか、まあ、ないわけないと思うんですよ。あるのかっていうところをね、注目していただければと思います。アフレコもですね、制作途中の映像をこう見て我々は
The Apocrypha anime did a very funny thing with Mordred, where she says the line, but she says it her way, which is really, really rudely.
キャラクターデザインですとか、結構これはやっぱすげえなっていう感じる瞬間が多くあったので、ただ特別編ということで物語のどこが映像化されるのか、このあたりもね、ちょっと注目していただきたいと思います。前回ですね、テレビ CM で少し声を当てさせていただいたんですけれども、それも
Oh, okay, so they got him even for the commercial back in the day.
そ
All
の
right.
時はこうやってね、正式にアニメ化されるっていうのを伺っていなかったのですごく嬉しく思います。僕自身
I think he literally said like one line.
Yeah,
And
probably.
he said the line, so.
It's pretty fun.
ストーカーだったし、個人的にもちょっとプレイしていたこともあったりして、やっとなんか一員になれて、で、テレビ CM を経て、こうしてアニメに参加させていただくことができて、正式に一員になれたなと、改めてっていう感じがあって、すご
It's
く
pretty hype. I hope they get him on some panels for like some FGO
そ
stuff.
んな楽しみな公開ですけれども、年末まであと1ヶ月ちょっとぐらいですかね。ぜひ楽しみにしていただきたいと思います。それでは皆さんありがとうございました。See you again. バイバイ。
Nah, this guy's great.
ハロー、フェイトストレンジフェイクで、アーチャー役をやってます。
Oh wow, he's
です
actually doing an appearance. Okay.
アーチャーとの付き合いはね、だいぶ長くなってきましたけれども、まあ高いところからね、よく現れる彼なんですけれども、今回はどんなところから現れるのか。
He's like, I know, everyone knows who I am.
Yeah, you know which guy I am.
はい、もうシリーズ長く演じてますんで、もうね、体にしっかり、入っておりますんで、
Do you have a set of golden armor at home? I hope you do.
憑依するかのように
I mean, if he does it, I'm sure
スムーズに演じることができました。
Joji Nakata could hook him
スタッ
up
フも
so they could do duo cosplays.
スムーズに楽しんで
Because if you don't know, that old man is pretty cool,
ください。
and will show up just dressed as shitty priest.
He'll bring his shitty
応援
priest
ありがと
plushies
うご
with
ざい
him
ます
too. And call themselves
もう
the
あり
Three
がたいことに
Brothers. I
彼
really
をね
did.
演じるようにな
I
ってから
died so much.
もう10年近くもっとですかね
Almost 20 years, actually.
さまざまなシリーズ、体験してきましたけれども、今回は、ね、どういう活躍を、どういう言動をね彼がしてくれるのか、多分裏切らない、かっこいい彼に会えると思いますんで、ぜひ、楽しみにご覧ください。バイバイ。
ハロー、フェイトストレンジフェイクでランサー役を演じさせていただいております小林優と申します。よろしくお願いいたします。はい、テレビアニメのフェイトグランドオーダー絶対魔獣戦線バビロニア、こちらの方で 私はキングーさんとして、出演させていただきまして、大変お世
Yeah,
話に
this lady's got some
なっている
serious
のです
range.
けれ
She's
ど
very
も、
soft-spoken as
その
herself,
中
but
では
you know,
本当に
Enkidu's
キングーさんのもう
boyish and cool.
こうえぐられるようないろいろな葛藤ですとか抱えているものとか、それから新たにこう気持ちが新しく生まれ変わっていく様ですとか、本当に、素晴らしいこう描写をたくさんそういったものが
Babylonian
台
music
本
with
の
the
中
insert
に
song is
そ
really
の
good.
中に散りばめられておりまして、そちらを演じさせていただけたことを心より感謝しております。
Is it a
本当に
murderous
それが
monkey?
とても嬉しくて、私にとってかけ
The
がえ
monkey
の
did
な
in
い
fact murder him.
キングさんという方なので、はい。で、そのことがとっても心の中に今もずっと大切に、ここに刻まれているんですが、今回このフェイト、ストレンジフェイク、こちらの方では、ランサーさんということでですね、私この作品が、アニメ化という素晴らしい、機会に恵まれたこと、本当にファンの皆様のおかげだと思っております。改めてありがとうございます。ですので本当に今回もうどのような形で、皆様がいろいろな物語を紡いでいくのか、ぜひ楽しみにしていただけたらと思っております。はい、皆様ものすごくすごいです。とにかくですね、もうどこを撮っていただいても楽しんでいただける、まず映像、こちらの方が本当にその収録の時もすごくこう戦闘シーンですとか、あと静かなシーンもそうなんですけれども、もう細部にわたっていろいろな角度からもう何回でもご覧になっていただける素晴らしい映像です。そしてそこに音や音楽が入って、そしてもう何より
What's the like heavens funding or unlimited budget works pun we can make with strange fake?
この
Strange fake?
瞬間を演じさせていただくことができるんだっていう、もう本当に
Super funded.
本当に抑えることを必死に、頑張らせていただいて、そして演じる喜びっていうのを感じさせていただきながら、収録に臨ませていただきました。ですので、どなたとどなたが何をしているのか、こんなことがあってとか、もうそれはですね、ぜひですね、本編をご覧になっていただいて、
This does remind me of an interesting conversation I saw. I talked about I've been watching a Final Fantasy VII remake Let's Play, and they talked about how, especially in the early parts, a lot of the women, including Tifa, have very energetic mocap with a lot of like idle gestures. I feel like just watching Kobayashi, you like just gesture here, speak with your hands. I think that is just, you know, probably part of the like classical training or whatever the actresses have, because there's a lot of energetic hands here. Also shows me how much I know. I'm like, I didn't even think about what Tifa does with her hands.
Simulating is kind of a form of appealing, I guess.
Yeah.
People usually like to see things in motion rather than seeing things sit still.
Yeah. It keeps your attention, and it can also body language adds a lot to characterization. Cloud's body language, for instance, use 7 Remake as an example, very muted. Lots of shrugs, sighs, very casual gestures, lots of arms folded. Whereas, you know, Barrett is big and loud and out there, big sweeping gestures and shit. I'm looking forward to the broadcast.
This is adorable.
Thank you, Voice Talents, for all the wonderful comments. I actually have obviously I have a script here. And during the whole comment video, I was thinking about what I should say after the video's finished. How do I carry over this panel? But ever since I saw Seki-san's comment, all I can think of is, can he call me Zashu? Can he call me Zashu? Can he call me Zashu? During this entire time.
One of us.
Looking at the comments really just makes me even more excited about Fate Strange Fake Whisper of Dawn. So we have the producer here, Kurosaki-san here with us. So can you tell us a little bit more about Fate Strange Fake Whisper of Dawn, and what can the fans look forward to?
はい、今回皆さんにお伝えしたい注目ポイント3つあります。
So there are three things that I would like you all to look forward to.
Okay.
まず一つは皆さんもきっとフェイトシリーズお好きで今日こちらにいらしてくださってると思うんですけど、フェイトのシリーズの面白いところって別の作品に出てたキャラクターが違う立場であるいは違うクラスで他のフェイトシリーズに出ることだと思うので、まず今回そういったキャラクターもいるのでそこに注目してほしいです。
So for all of you out there are probably all Fate fans out there. So one of the interesting things, as you all know, is the interesting things about Fate is that some of these characters, the same characters, depending on the series, they have different characteristics, or they have a different standing, or they're in different classes. So those are the things that I like. One of the things that I want you to pay attention or look forward to see maybe some of these familiar characters that you all know.
I don't want to say it was the first, but Strange Fake definitely did a lot
or they may have a different
playing
role
with
that they're going to play for this anime.
characters doing weird
2
stuff.
つ目は今回のウィスパーズ・オブ・ドーンで監督を務める榎木戸俊さんと坂爪隆人さんの監督のお二人はフェイトグランドオーダーのアニメーションの CM とかも手掛けててここにいらしてる皆さんと同じくらいあるいはそれ以上にもともとすごくタイプムーンシリーズがお好きなのでそういう愛情を持ったスタッフが手掛ける映像っていうのがどうなるか楽しみにしてほしいです。
The second thing I want you all to look forward to is the directors for this animation are also Fate lovers. They are very big fans of Fate. And they actually have the history of making the FGO commercials and trailers for FGO. And they are
Strange Fake is A1, right?
Yes.
And one of the things
or technically
I want you
Cloverworks
to all
now.
look forward to is to see
Either way, those are technically both the studios that do the CMs because they got split at some point.
Fate lovers. So
But still,
hopefully you
solid
can
if
look
the
forward to that
directors
as
are
well.
the directors for our CMs.
3つ目は実は今回のスペシャルエピソードのために今回アメリカが初めて聖杯戦争の舞台になるので監督たちと一緒に私たちもロケハンに
They're really playing up this is set in America. I hope this has much better research than the America singularity.
実際の取材に基づいたド派手な映像が見られると思うのでそれも楽しみにしてください。
The third thing and the final thing that I want you to look forward to is because this series is actually going to be special because this is the first time the United States is going to be the setting for this Holy Grail War. And upon the production, upon pre-production, myself and all of the other staff members, we actually went location scouting to try to be as realistic and to be believable for the setting of the United States. So hopefully you can all see some familiarity with the setting for the anime.
No, so they went location scouting.
Look forward to that as well.
That means they probably went to fucking Vegas and Reno again.
Probably.
And maybe some small town Nevada towns.
Yeah. But that does mean we'll have, real life influences on those backgrounds.
Kurosaki-san and the directors was
Also,
here,
good night, Moon. The VOD will be here tomorrow when you wake up.
Earlier this year in LA and in Las Vegas.
Okay, LA and Vegas,
so
got
that
it.
will have a lot of overlap with the settings of the story, so please look forward to the actual episode and see what it's like. Now, I think there was a trailer earlier, just last month?
Yes.
Yeah, so shall we take a look of the trailer again?
Yeah, do it.
Yes.
それは
偽りだらけの聖杯戦争
The sweet Sawano jams.
Yep. Sawano gets even, pretty early billing.
Sawano's in that celebrity composer kind of slot.
Yeah.
ウィスパーズ・オブ・ド
I
ーン
really like what they do with the font there, also.
Oh, yeah.
Where Strange Fake is different from the classical Fate font.
Oh.
That was a very interesting insert shot. I did not see that one yet.
That's not the trailer I know. Did you guys notice what's different? There's
Not even Albert has clairvoyance.
It looks like there's one additional scene at the end of this trailer.
Okay, so that was brand new.
That wasn't
Yes,
shown
that was not
before.
shown at the original.
This is actually
Nice.
the first time I think you guys are seeing this.
That's pretty rad.
気づきましたか皆さん実は今日この場に来てくださる皆さんのためだけに今日本当にこの場でしか見られない特別なちょっとねワンカット1キャラクターをお見せしました。どうでしたか？
So this definitely was a treat for everybody because this was never been ever revealed or shown anywhere else, and it's going to only be shown here, right here, for all of you as a present. What did you guys all think?
Craig as well. We have to make sure to insert our commentary occasionally so YouTube can't be mad that we're just stealing their stream. This is React content, damn it.
Thank you. I think that's what we have for today for Face Strange Fake Whispers of Dawn.
Pretty solid, like 30 minutes on the first two bits.
A message for the fans looking forward to the show.
はい、今日は短い間でしたけれど楽しんでいただけたら嬉しいです。今監督たちやスタッフたち一生懸命頑張って素晴らしい映像を届けるべく、日本で働いて作品を作ってます。
So I know that my moment with everybody was a little brief and short, but I hope that you all look forward to it. The staff and I, everybody is working very hard right now in producing this anime right now. So in Japan, we're working up a bunch to deliver this anime to everybody.
I am
so
not just
hopefully
stealing
everybody can
content.
look forward
We're
to it.
live streaming a live stream.
Please look forward and
I mean,
please
we're not doing
miss,
anything really different than
what
what other
happened-
streamers do.
what will
No,
happen
this is
on
pretty
the
normal.
next
I think
episode.
I'm pretty sure Caldea Gurus also had their own
Thank you,
live react
Jose.
scheduled. They usually have a little bit more production value than we do, but I didn't even know what we,
And
you
I
know.
know working with Kurosaki-san,
I asked Lucky,
the
you know, which
English
one of
dubbing
us will be
production
streaming it, so.
is also happening right now,
See what
so
Mega would do.
please look forward to
Yeah,
that.
it's working out fine.
そうなんです。なので
Me normally I would
機会
like
があれば
throw
楽
up
しみに
like
してもらえたらと
FGO
思います
and you know.
Yes, that's
switch
right. The
picks, but
English
that's a
dub
lot
is
more button
currently in
motion.
production as well right now, so I hope everybody looks forward
We
to
didn't
that.
have a hell of a lot of time to get fancy. Because this is kind of early for us,
One
even
last
recording
round of
wise.
applause for Miss Shizuka Kurosaki. Thank you.
Claps in chat. The translator is staying, so he is coming.
He shall descend.
Up to our next programming.
I really wish he would just,
How are you guys doing
just
right
drop
now?
him from the ceiling. Just play the
Ready?
Saint Court summon
Warmed up?
animation and then just have him appear.
Get hyped. If you guys have some water, you would like to drink some water. You know, it is, you know, cold, it's a little bit dry, it is getting a little bit warm in here, and
I'm
you
not
will
gonna-
need that throat.
I'm not gonna do a spit take for you, Albert. They should get a tearaway wall. They do the summon animation on a projector and then he just
He
bursts
just
through
busts
it.
through. That's very American.
Moving on, we'll start to talk about Fate Grand
That's
Order.
his wrestling entrance. All right, solid 30
But-
minutes of preamble.
Before we start talking about Fate Grand Order, we have to introduce our next guest.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the first time she's been here in New York.
Oh, okay. Who first?
So, please welcome our next guest, the king, Miss Ayako Kawasumi.
Oh, was Kazumi-san advertised?
I believe so.
I don't remember it from the initial release, but oh, we got a scene transition which is coming out. There we go, fixed it. She was later. Okay, so it wasn't on the bill first.
Hello everyone. Hello New York. I am Ayako Kasumi, the voice of so many Outliers, Ambony, and I ask of you, are you my masters?
No, actually, I don't think I've rolled a vanilla saber yet.
Are you enjoying FGO?
We're pretty cool.
Thank you for coming today. Let's have fun together today. Thank you.
I love this person.
I was actually
she's great.
expecting yelling to come from this side. I was a little bit surprised by this side. But thank you, Kazumi-san, for joining us today. And then, like I mentioned earlier, this is your first time in New York, right? Have you... You've been here for a couple hours already.
Jeez.
Jesus, they got her
Did you check
all
out
in.
anything before the panel today? Did you go anywhere in New York? How was New York?
I feel like he's trying to avoid saying exactly when she got here, but you know.
Yesterday, I visited.
Okay,
日本語
okay.
でいいんだ。
そうです。
すいません。
そうでございます。
昨日着いたんですけど、昨日私の希望をスタッフさんにお伝えしていて、ニューヨークのメトロポリタン美術館に行きたいっていうのと、あとグッケンハイム美術館と、あとミュージカルのファントム・オブ・ザ・オペラを見ました。
So
She
I
went to
arrived
Broadway.
yesterday, actually, and I had a whole wish list of places that I wanted to visit, and one of the places I went was the Met. I went to the Guggenheim
It's your
Museum,
first,
and I saw
visit,
the
right?
Phantom of the Opera musical.
And I'm Albert made it sound like she just fucking arrived, so she's been here a day. That's good, you know.
We have a servant in FGO. That's Phantom of the Opera. Was it planned? Is it because that FGO character? You're like, I want to go
Yeah,
see
well,
it.
I mean, Albert, it's also like the most successful musical of all time, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy New York.
It's because they're probably not very comfortable with their
Also,
English.
Kazumi-san have been working with the Face series for a very long time.
A lot of people in Japan can speak a little bit of English, but you know, when you're on panel, it's much comfortable to word choice in your native language, and they have a translator.
For Unlimited Blade Works, the anime, and at that time I was like sitting right there.
And English is a very weird language.
And then so like right now I'm sitting here, still feels a little surreal. After so many years, and then Kawasumi-san have been to AX as well, have seen so many events, have seen so many fans.
I suspect the transition between the two languages is also kind of difficult because both languages use a completely different subject-verb order.
America to now, where we have so many fans of the Face series. Is there any difference that you noticed from before and now? Yeah.
最初できたのはフェイト・ステイ・ナイトのアンリミテッド・ブレード・ワークスで来て、でその時はやっぱりセイバーのコスプレとかリンのコスプレとかそういうステイ・ナイトのコスプレイヤーさんが多くて、私は本当に海外のコンベンション来た時に皆さんのコスプレを見るのをもう楽しみにしてるんですけど、
especially in like
FGO になってすごく
entertainment roles in Japan, there is a lot of very, very specific phrasing that goes on. They're very careful with their words and appearances and stuff. For instance, there's no photography allowed at this panel. So.
The first time I came to the United States was for Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, and I came, and when I first went,
it's much easier to
I
not
noticed,
fuck up a word when you're speaking your
cosplayers
native
were
tongue.
Mostly Saber or Rin, and one of the things I also look forward to when I come to the United States is to all of these events is that I look forward to all the cosplayers, and I noticed that once FGO started, the variety and the number of characters and the people cosplaying them have increased, and also as well as the passion that everybody has towards the franchise. So
lots of passion.
Those are the things that I always remember.
We wish this passion would turn into a video game award.
As the years have come.
If you don't get that joke, watch yesterday's What's Up.
And we also have many Fate fans here today. We have a lot. I also see a lot of cosplayers here today.
Sorry, Chad. The black margins were bothering me.
So since you're here for the Fate Grand Order panel, I assume y'all play Fate Grand Order, right?
Just realized, does Albert have like a cool red panda
I
on
see
the
a
back of his
few
thing?
that's
Is that like an
I don't know
Agretsuko
why I'm
sticker or
here.
something?
My friends dragged me here. My friend's like, hey, you should check this out. I'm here. What's fake groundwater?
You got a little something there.
It looks like they're more like.
we have
I think
so
it
many
might be
fake
look more like
groundwater
some
players
like a
today.
Rio
So
sticker.
we'd
I
like
think.
to talk a
Oh,
little
that would
bit
also make sense.
about Kawasumi-san's
It's covering his logo, so
voice
that's, I'm sure why it's
acting
there.
in fake groundwater. So in fake groundwater, Kawasumi-san actually right now voiced 15 servants. Like her introduction, many Altrias. So out of all the Altrias you've played, what was one of the most fun and interesting one that you voiced so far? And what was the one that was most difficult to voice?
一番まず楽しかったのはミステリアスヒロイン X
The most fun that I
Somebody
had,
really liked that
well,
one.
let's start with that, is Mysterious Hero and X.
やっぱりいつものアルトリアのちょっとこう
Also, I want to point out
硬めの
the way she says her own character's name. It sounds like there's an R in there.
私以外のセーバーぶっ殺すみたいのがやっててすごい楽しかったです。今のセリフ。
So unless the Altria, Mysterious Hero and X is a different type of Altria who, she's not the same cookie cutter Altria that we all know, and she's a little different than all the rest of the Altrias.
Translator's
She
spicing
says
that up.
Things like, I kill all sabers, and I want to kill all
It's a
sabers.
good
so
live
that
translate.
was the most fun.
Because I don't feel like the idiom would be cookie cutter in Japanese, surely.
一番難しかったのはキャスターのアルトリアですね。
And the most difficult Altria is Caster Altria.
これは那須
I
さ
knew she
ん
was
が
gonna
い
say
つも
that one.
収録の時に演技指導をしてくださるんですけど那須さんに一番最初に言われたの
Yeah,
が
she's gonna mention it right now,
今まで
actually.
のアルトリアを忘れてくださいと言われてで本当にこうキャスターアルトリアのために一からもうすごく時間をかけて那須さんと一緒に作り上げたキャラクターになります。
And the most difficult was Caster Altria. And during the recording session, every recording session, Nassan is always there to give me some direction and character voice direction. And the first thing they told me was, forget all the Altrias in the past that you've
Yeah.
voiced.
That's what I said. She
Just
said
be-
before.
uh,
I also
to
want to
start from
point out
scratch,
once again. It's very funny.
Just
The translator used they for
forget all
Nasu.
the other Altrias in the past because we need to build
The mushroom
her
continues
up
to be
from
mysterious.
the ground up. And Caster Altria was somebody that Nassan and I both worked together to build the characterization little by little, and that's how we got Caster Altria.
はい、あとアルトリア・ペンドラゴンというキャラクターはとにかくどんなに辛いことがあっても諦めなくて前向きっていうのがベースになるんですけどDo you have Caster Altria? 持ってる人は分かると思うんですけど少し後ろ向きなセリフが多くてでそれは皆さん次の
It's also really interesting when she said that in English, she put that big emphasis on the L. There is a fucking Altria conspiracy here.
全く違ってそこを表現するのが一番難しかったです。
So who has Ultra? I know you all answered this. So who has Ultra Caster? But one of the things, if whoever has, for those of you who have her, you may notice through her dialogue that she's a little bit of not a downer, but she may think more negatively. And you'll know why in the next Lost Belt. You'll find out why she speaks that way in that mannerism. She has a different mindset, and you'll be able to hopefully find out in the near future.
If the translator's getting tripped up, it's probably because the letters where you pronounce it are very much sound like they're supposed to be an R sound in Japanese. It's just we have the L for some reason.
Loved by a lot of people for many reasons.
Thank you, Albert.
みんな集会に連れて行ってる。
So you take her out to playthroughs, to farm stuff.
I wasn't gonna bring that up, but I actually saw a cosplayer walking around. I don't know if that cosplayer is here. I think I saw a cosplayer walking around that has that dressed up as Ultra Caster with the tax support on the top of the.
Somebody would do that.
Oh, right there, right there.
Oh shit! Got him in the crowd. Do we have multiple camera angles for this?
Support.
サポートクラス
そう
ニュークラス
New class.
That's a new class, right? Support class?
So Ultra Caster is a character that's built with a lot of love, a lot of care. And one thing I actually really wanted to do, every time I'm at events, I hope the voice talents don't hate me for this, but every time at an event I say, can you do a line from the game? And the first time when I saw
There's
Kawasumi-san
always
when
a
I was
line.
down there, she did the Noble Phantasm line for Excalibur. And I was like, whoa. But today, let's do something different. Since we just talked about
Which one are you
Ultron
gonna do?
Caster.
That's gonna be Caster's line. Which one is it gonna be though?
Do
There's two.
Noble Phantasm line for Ultra Caster?
Yeah, actually,
Oh, actually.
it's my first time playing Artillery Caster's Noble Phantasm at the event.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, first time.
Yes, yes.
すいません。
それはいつか来る日らしい。Let me try again.
Take two. It's okay. We're all excited.
Woo! Encouragement, encouragement.
I'm so nervous. ありがとう。いきます。それはいつか来る兆しの星、希望の地、楽園の後、誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざすでしょう。運命は誰のために？アラウンドカリバーン。
There we go. Claps in chat.
Yeah.
Attack up anti-enforcement field.
Don't forget the other stuff.
Just hearing that.
No
I- I-
effects,
I
because
already
the
see
debuff
image
clear
in
never
my head
matters.
playing. Thank you so much, Kazumi-san.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Now, that's only the beginning of the Fate Grand Order segment.
Well, we know you haven't announced anything yet.
Obviously, now we're going to talk about the latest game information. And you guys already know, we cannot talk about the latest game information without this guy. So let's welcome the second section director of Fate Grand Order, Mr. Kanoyoshi.
Ooh. So his profile picture is the two, but he's wearing a very, very lovely FGO branded shirt.
Introduction, please.
Hello, New York!
Oh, there's the two.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here today.
Fucking got
How
a
about
custom
you?
shirt.
As you may all know, I'm Kano Yoshiki, the second section director of FGO. On behalf of the FGO team, thank you for your unwavering support. I can't wait to share all our exciting update with you. Thank you.
Oh, the update's gotta be exciting. You heard it here first.
All right, Monica, I think going forward, we'll have a full English panel now. So, thank you.
No, 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 no.
But that was all English, yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying, but
Finally, all English one day.
Yeah, aside from free talk.
Okay.
いや、今日、川澄さんいるから、ちょっと安心してます。
本当ですか？
Because actually, to be honest, I have Kasumi-san with me, so I feel a little rest assured.
いつも日本で一緒に番組をやっていて、はい。
Because we always do broadcasts and streams together in Japan.
Yeah.
なるほど。では、任せします。
Leave it up. We'll leave it up to the both of you.
All right. So, Kawasumi-san have mentioned that this is the first time she's in New York. What about you, Kano-san? Have you been to New York before, and how's New York so far?
Yeah, it's nice to be back here.
Oh, to be back here.
Yeah, actually, the last time I went, I came back. I come here. I was a college student.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, it's been about 20 years.
Oh.
Back then, I felt everywhere I went was something from a movie. It's seminar, so I love New York.
Nice.
We're happy to have you back here in New York.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, thank you.
And now that Kano-san's here with us, we have a lot more new information for you, so you can look forward to it. So, game update information.
Yeah.
So, what kind
Whenever
of
they say this part,
game
I just hear
information
the
you have
original
for us
game main
today,
menu theme in my
Kano-san?
head.
Well, I've got some great news for you.
Yeah.
Let's get right to it.
Yeah.
To start off, please take a look at this slide.
There we go. PowerPoint intern has to keep up.
I'm here to present Part 2, Chapter 5.5, Naraka Mandala Heian-Kyo, Thunderous Flash. I'd like to introduce what will be going on in this chapter. But before that, let's look back at the previous chapter, Olympus. This contains a few spoilers though, so if you haven't cleared it yet, you can just cover your eyes and ears.
Fucking shaming people for not catching
Okay.
the fun story.
Next slide, please. As protagonist heads out on a new journey, let's review a few points. The Atlantic Roosevelt tree of emptiness has been felled. And then, the fallen god has manifested using Beast 7's split origin. But Kirishitaria's intervention forced the fallen god to temporarily withdraw. After that, there are important points of this story. At first, Limbo has retreated, waiting for protagonist at Naraka Mandala. On the other hand, sensing danger, Beryl returns to Britain.
Basically, it's like that
At
one
the
meme about
end,
witches leave. All the scrubs
recognizing
left.
a familiar face in the fallen god, protagonist and Mash are compelled to save her.
Yeah.
What you see on the slide in red are some of the key terms that will be important in the future. And
real-life RPG text.
one of the keywords, Naraka Mandala, will be the setting of the next journey. Today, I bought a special introductory video, so let's take a look.
If it's the CM, I'll eat the... Oh, no, it's the pre-video. If it is the CM, though, I'll eat the whatever complaint on the... I won't mute it. It's Dead of Nights. Big Okami vibes from this particular event. It's the boy.
It is the boy.
Golden. Oh, it's flickering. It's E- or A.
Oh.
Neat.
First of all, wow, you just read all of that in English. Is this the result of the training regime we were talking about earlier? Asaren?
Yes, that's right.
One day, all English.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, right.
So that was the prologue teaser for Naraka Mandala, Heian-Kyo Thunderous Flash. So Kawasumi-san, after you just see the prologue teaser, what do you think about it?
そうですね、これ見た時その5.5がどういう内容かとかは全然まああれタイトルだけ発表になってましたっけ、日本でも。はい、はい、ただなんかこう平安京ってもちろんこう私は日本人で歴史を勉強したから分かるんですけど、その FGO っていつもその時代じゃない人も呼ばれて、そのなんか今回はどんなサーバントが組み合わさってどんな物語になるのかっていうのは毎回楽しみで、だからこう意外でしたね。
Chad is in stunned silence
からの
now.
平安京っていう。で、
時代が全く変わるから。
はい、だからこうすごく意外だけどこれがどうつながっていくのかな。
Transitions intern is having a ball.
Probably.
When I saw 5.5, what kind of, I had no idea when it first came out. I had no idea what kind of story it was, and I just knew the title. And the title Heian-Kyo, I know because I'm Japanese and I know Japanese history, and I knew kind of the background of it. But one of the interesting things about FGO is that in FGO, not all characters that make their appearance in these chapters are from that specific time period. And so I was surprised that characters from Olympus actually showed up in this chapter. And so I was very surprised, and I hope everybody was looking forward to it and get excited about this chapter.
I am excited.
So next part, we do actually have the prologue story text for Thunderous Flash. Kawasumi-san, Kawasumi-san and Kano-san, let's take a look at the prologue text. And so for us to better understand the story, here's the prologue text. Now that we've been doing
Sorry about some
everything,
fake cursors there. YouTube is yelling at me that it's a good time to run an ad.
Normally, we have our guests to read part of the prologue text for us. Kawasumi-san, すいませんですけど。
It's alright.
English? Yeah, I feel like English test. I'm trying. Okay.
Yep.
The members of Kaldir return from their brutal struggle in the fifth Lost Belt.
You can do it!
They prepare to begin their mission in the next Lost Belt. They detect a new singularity, which is marked as a sign of humanity's collapse. Until now, it had been believed that no such signs could be seen upon the breached Earth, when human history has come to an end. It is the Heian period in Japan. The splendid capital Heian-Kyo enjoys tremendous prosperity under the enduring rule of the Fujiwara clan. But after shifting to what should be a time of plenty, Kaldir instead finds a world overrun by evil spirits and infested by horrid abominations.
Okay,
In
solid
this
read.
land, imperial warriors conduct a ritual modeled after the Holy Grail War. Who are the imperial warriors, and what purpose does their ritual serve? In this mysterious millennium-old city, Kaldir must face the machinations of the beautiful carnivore.
Also really good. Very good read. Claps in chat.
Yeah, my pronunciation is good. Thank you so much.
No.
やったーすごいいっぱい宿題があって頑張ったの。
I had a lot of homework, and I'd done a lot of homework, and I studied a lot. So
なんかみんな英語上手ですね。
everybody's
なる
English
ほ
is
ど、日
so
本語も英語も上手。
What are you
あ
talking
りがとう
about,
ござい
Albert?
ます
You
じゃあ
your
バ
Japanese
ランスを
English is
取る
good.
ためには今からは僕が日本語で喋って
So to balance this all out, to even this out, we're just gonna start talking in Japanese from now on.
いやでないとなんか森川仕事なくなるから
Or else I don't have a job anymore, and I need to leave. So
なあだから今はちょっとだけ日本語で喋りま
for
す
now, I'm just gonna talk in Japanese for just a little bit.
Alright, fine. So
we have
right
fun
now
here.
we have just
hope so.
heard Kawasumi-san read us the prologue story for Heian-Kyo. So Kano-san, Kawasumi-san, what do you guys think about the prologue text? Is there a little bit more context that you guys can kind of tell us and kind of go over about?
Excuse me.
プロローグについて。
普段ネタバレあるからこれ以上喋られないんですね。
あ、なるほど。
Normally, though, I can't talk anymore because it'd be spoilers.
That is true. Consider we actually been spoiled a lot already. So again, for the people that haven't played FGO or caught up to the story, they're just like, please stop. No, don't talk about me. I want to experience it for myself.
Yeah.
Stop.
So,
Breaks.
But from the teaser, we
Nissan is
actually
like,
saw
"No breaks."
a character, a warrior, in the prologue teaser that we just seen. Kano-san, can you can you tell us a little bit more about that character? Who is that?
Yeah. You'll see more about that in this video.
Oh, here we go.
Next video, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
The gold. With new voice lines.
This is new spiritual dress of Sakata Kintoki.
I love how you said that. Sakata Kintoki.
Yeah, great emphasis on there.
かっこいい。
Does specify
なんか
Berserker.
金時って FGO で、通常のバーサーカー金時って本当に最初の頃からいるじゃないですか。で、まあちょっと髪型も違うし、まあ金時らしい、日本人が思う金
It's
時
actually interesting. I think I haven't been putting the emphasis on
今回は
Kentucky, right?
こうまたガラッと変わ
Is
っ
it
て、
Kintoki?
もうまあヤングウォリアー
I guess that makes
若い
sense. The
時の
kin is the gold
感
part.
じがして全然違うくて、
Yeah, no, it's like Kintoki.
私とっても欲しかったんですけど持ってないです。
Linguistics are fun, chat.
Kintoki in FGO Berserker, Kintoki Berserker is he's been with us or from the very beginning of the story, and you know, the original Kintoki his hairstyle is
Yeah,
really
Kentucky was
not
technically
as
in the game code from the start.
everything,
You just couldn't summon him right
this
away, but he
time
was
around
in like the
this iteration,
daily
he has a
Berserker
different
challenges.
hairstyle, and he's definitely
Oh, I had a hell of a
representing
time
a young warrior, or Heian warrior.
with that
and a young guy.
because
And he's very strong, and I wanted him, but I don't have him.
when I was trying to level up my Tamacat, there was no easy way to get the gold
But I
Berserker
have good
pieces.
news
You would have to
for
hope for
somebody
a.
like Kasumi-san.
You'd have to go to a.
All you have to do
Yeah,
is
you
just
gotta-
play
gotta
the
hope for
English
the extra.
version.
Yeah.
Because right now, Sakata Kintoki is on pickup. It ends. 今、英語版ピックアップ中なんですよ。Sakata Kintoki.
英語版ダウンロードしなきゃ。
Download the English version.
So Sakata Kintoki
Quick,
is
somebody get her a
currently on
phone.
pickup summon. It ends November 20th at
What's the start dash like right now?
7:59
How much sync course does she get?
PM, which is 10:59 EDT. So if you don't have him yet, please take this opportunity to get him. So we can make Kawasumi-san really jealous.
Well, lucky you did actually finally get yours as well, just last week-ish.
Now,
right?
my
that's
what?
not the only
Kentucky, you got your-
information
you
we
finally
have
got
for
yours.
today, right, Kano-san?
All right.
Yeah.
Just in
Next,
time for that costume.
Let's get right
Just
to
in time.
some
I'm
of the game
very excited. Actually, I have to
updates
put in some time
coming
to
out alongside this
get
chapter.
the leveling done.
Yeah, get some bonds for
First,
them stuff.
please
Level
take a
it up
look
for the
at
rank ups.
this.
All right, so what do we got? Yep, level cap to 160.
Yes. You see it
I
right.
think I'm still like 48 or 49.
We are opening the master level limit to 160. 260. Ooh.
I would like to see you get to 9,000.
Well, the way they cap the EXP, that would take you a fucking long time.
でしょうね。
That's how much everybody has level capped already?
Yeah. Already? Already? Yeah? Someone's like, don't look at me, don't look at me.
A lot of people in our Discord I know are at the cap.
Okay. Next.
Where
the
am I? I'm like
Pre-release campaign
147,
for
148.
This new chapter is live now. You get double friend point.
You like
and
Japan?
use certain related
Me
servants
too.
as support. Also,
And also
servant
our-
rank
those
up quests
rank ups, yeah.
for Sakata Kintoki, Kato Danzo, and Ibaragi Doge have been added. If you have them, make sure you complete these quests.
Well, Nissan, I did in fact do the one rank up I could do.
This eternally reminds me how far behind I am on rank ups.
So all
Just aim
these
for that golden
characters
spark one
look
at least.
like they are involved in Heian-Kyo in some way? Or no spoiler? Still no spoiler? How are they involved? No spoiler?
No spoiler.
Someone's like, spoil me.
Okay, I'm a little lower than I thought. I'm 146.
あのビデオにいた人がね
Still fairly
Video
close, but it
に
takes a
出したわ
lot of
ね。
EXP to get up there.
Like the person in the video that you saw.
Yeah, right.
Spoilers.
So, now that we have gone over some new information about the game updates, I think we need to kick this up a bit.
All right. So what'll it be first? NPs or CM?
Remember how beginning I say prepare your
NPs.
throat,
No, CM.
get ready, have some water. I'll give you like 10 seconds. Drink some water. You know, if you're with your friend, hold on to your friend.
Stop with your delaying
If
tactics.
you don't have a
I'm in a
friend,
chair, Albert. It's okay. I'm in a chair, and I'm live streaming you
hold on to
to.
your chair.
How many freaking people we got?
Cause
94 current viewers. Oh no, it's down to
Yeah.
90.
kicking it up a gear.
Almost 100.
So,
We good. We good.
first, do you have some new information regarding new servants for us?
Yes, yes, NPs.
That's right.
Damn it.
First, okay. First,
Should be
please take a
Suna
look at
first, probably.
this.
No, it's Dilmon. No, it's Suna. Okay. Couldn't tell right away.
怪人列在前我が剣魔性を切るわ燃えやば菩提鬼殺燃えろ罪障が消滅する
Hey, Architects, thank you for those gifted memberships. People are picking them up.
This is SR
Thank you.
servant Watanabe no Tsuna.
Watanabe no Suna.
かっこいい
So cool.
And he's permanent.
はいホーグがかっこよかったですね
His Noble Phantasm is really cool.
Odioni Slayer. Okay.
欲しいです。多分コレクションのために欲しいで
For
す。
my collection, I want him.
欲しいです。
I want him.
So here's a slide. So let's take a look of the character and the Noble Phantasm. So the Noble Phantasm will apply a special attack demonic status damage and will deal significant special attack damage to a single Oni enemy.
Just for Suna
And
here.
from this spec,
I
we
don't know off the
see
top of my
that it's
head.
very specialized.
Hang on,
So
let
in the
me double
future
check that.
event, perhaps the story, he'll be very helpful.
Yes, I'm sure
on
having the
clearing
Oni
the
bonus
story.
damage in the Heian-Kyo story will be important. Thank you,
You know,
Albert.
wink, wink, hint, hint, right?
Yeah,
But
because
Kano-san
it's
said that was
Akane
the
Kinja is
SR
the VA
servant.
and the
What about the
illustrator
SR
is Hidari.
servant?
Don't recognize
Of
that name.
course, we have
Yes,
that
yes.
too.
We all know. We all know there's an SSR.
Let's now look
Oh,
at SSR
aha,
servant.
yes.
All right, get ready for this. Get your death ball muse out of the way, chat.
秋光殿お目覚めよ
Mad Maelstrom.
来たれ暗黒の帳太陽はここに生まれ変わる狂乱怒涛
That is just terrifying.
悪霊散布
Yeah, people are excited for that thing.
Yeah, this is SSR alter ego Ashia Doman.
Yeah. From curiosity, his lines Japanese in English.
I actually feel spoiler alert.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Right? But like one of the things is that I feel like looking at him, I'm like, you.
Meh.
I have so many words I want to say, but now looking at the Noble Phantasm video, I'm like, oh man, he looks good.
welcome to the party, pal.
That Noble Phantasm looks good. He sounds so good.
Yeah.
So
This
it's
is
that
usually
like
what
that
happens to
internal
us.
conflict. Yeah, this one here's like,
He's making the money gesture
So,
in the chat.
I don't know
Crowd.
how I feel about this,
Neato.
but let's also take a look
Wait, how
of
much?
Alter Ego.
Actually, I don't think we actually have any
Ashia
metrics of like
Doma.
how much.
So,
I think
the
Doman
Noble
actually
Phantasm,
did do
Mad
pretty
Maelstrom,
well.
Akureo Saki.
Yes, they do
Damage,
occasionally
inflict,
like.
curse,
At the
fight,
very
killing,
least, the internet can chart like
disastrous curse,
whose banners seem to do
and
the
high
most.
chance to inflict death
They
to
definitely
all
talk about
enemies.
like who people are grailing the most. I think Domon is on like this year's like most grailed
Get
list in JP.
It's just for that sexy, sexy voice. So, for these two new servants that we just talked about. Kano-san, do you have some information regarding the pickup summon?
Yeah.
Okay, this is it. He's
We
going to
will
give us
be
the date.
holding a pickup summon that includes the 2 new servants we just introduced.
It's a new craft instances.
At that time, new craft essences
Actually, I don't remember the craft
will be
essences from this.
available.
I don't know if
So
they're really,
I hope
neat
you
or
will
anything.
give it a
but
try.
they look good.
But wait, there's more.
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
ちょっと、加納さんちょっと待って。I don't think they're ready though.
Albert, did you get my way?
I don't think they're ready for this.
いやすごい大きいニュースだから。
We're ready. Get out of my way, Albert.
But
Stop it,
I
Albert.
think everyone will be happy with this.
Oh.
We need someone coming to save us.
Yeah.
Go for it.
You need. I know.
Come on. Give me dates and times.
Okay.
How fucked am I with not having the one
Starting
for
with
Doman out
this
yet?
Heian-Kyo pickup summon, we have added a new permanent feature.
Oh, fuck. Is it
Guaranteed
pity?
Summon function.
God, have they done that?
Guaranteed summon? Yes. Fuck, it's pity. You heard
Oh
it here
my
first.
God.
Guaranteed within the
Hey.
first 330 summons. Check your previous summon history up to that. Once you've completed a pickup, guaranteed summon will be disabled. Summons are counted individually. Calculated separately for each pickup when the lineup changes.
That means they're gonna have to fucking redo the fucking banners though.
Paid Saint Courts, free Saint Courts, and summon tickets are all eligible. Also,
It's all
you heard
because of him.
the people
Bow
in
down,
there.
You peasants.
Everybody in the audience hall was pity. I would tweet about this, but then I have to tab out.
Nah, I think we'll be fine. Trust me, everyone's gonna be.
To explain.
You all know. I mean, I yelled
With
about it
this new
live.
function, one copy of pickup SSR will be guaranteed within the
Holy shit!
first
Just.
300.
I mean, this is probably gonna save my
summons.
wallet a little bit. Not a
We are
lot, a little bit.
implementing
But
this
still,
feature
330, you know?
Earlier than Japanese version.
There'll be an official article for more details, so we'll have to comb that one
Someone
later.
was like, what? Really? Way early. So can you tell
Over
us
a
a little
year.
bit more? Also, Kazumi-san, how do you feel about this? Because これって so like what Kano-san just said, starting from the Heian-Kyo pickup summon, meaning that starting from Asia Doma,
Yes.
we have the guarantee summon in the banner.
Well, a lot of people gave me
Starting
shit
with
about
Asha.
this. Yeah, starting with Doman. That means Ibuki. That means Muramasa.
Japanese.
Yeah, no, that's
Please, play the English
that's something.
version.
This is honestly from the FGO team. This is a pretty big dick move, right? Like, we're gonna give you pity a year early. We don't give a fuck.
川澄さん、今ドーマンがいない。
いない
Costume,
Oh, yeah.
you don't have.
Yes, it's about a.
one?
Is it
No.
11:10 spins? Yeah, basically, it's 3:30.
That's why I'm jealous.
その時にはまだなかったから
In the Japanese version, this system
And they do
didn't-
point out
wasn't in
paid,
place
free, and
for the
tickets
Japanese
count.
version.
あ、でも英語版だったら今から。
今から
But in the English version,
間に合える。
you'll get it. You'll have this system.
OK
間に合える You'll have a lot of friends here that can help you. Not that I say I will give you guys her friend code. We can talk on the side. We can talk on the side.
Alvin's gonna do his side hustle. Kosumi's credit code.
So, Kano-san, we also like to explain a little bit more about the feature.
Pity.
Okay.
On
with
Doman,
the
damn.
implementation of the
time
new
to be alive,
summons,
y'all.
Some specifications have been changed from
This
the
probably will
previous
probably
summons.
convince more people
So
to actually
please check
spend
the
money on the
announcement
game.
Before trying
Well, yeah,
the
because you
summon.
save up, right? And then, you know, if you're almost there, it's like, oh shit, I only need to buy like 50 bucks worth of Saint Courts to get pity, you know?
Next. Well, are we ready to show next? I think they still need to kind of like.
Come on. You gave us pity, man. What more you got in the tank? What you got for me?
I feel like they need to still immerse themselves in
And that, I
news.
believe that did come out at the
They're
same
just
time
like,
as pity, so
what
would make sense.
timeline am I living in? Who am I? Where am I?
Damn, he's got Damn, Albert's sniping our stream.
So obviously with every single new event, we have animated trailers.
Yeah.
So do we also have an animated trailer this time?
Yes,
Time for us to eat a copyright strike. Let's go. No, we'll probably just get the song muted.
This.
何でもない毎日を生きるみんなのために俺は俺の戦を続けてやら血風すさぶ聖絶無残の儀式天覧聖杯戦争競争たる平安の猛者たちが召喚された英霊7機の首をめぐり相争うフェイトグランドオーダーコスモス・イン・ザ・ロストベルト地獄界マンダラ平安京豪来一戦
Coming soon.
ゴールデン
It's a pretty rad CM. I believe Aniplex USA.
Who am I? Where am I? Who is that? What is
They'll
that?
probably be putting it up here pretty soon.
People with clairvoyance, shut the hell up. So that was the animated trailer that was produced by A1 Pictures, and we will be releasing it on our official YouTube channel later on.
He's saying it.
Please watch it as many times as you like. Don't talk to your friends that have clairvoyance. They'll be like, oh, you know, that person at the end of that doing that is that. Don't be that friend.
I'm sorry, Albert. I've already ruined it for everybody with the banners.
So we have a lot of new information. We just announced the guarantee summon feature. We have
Still no
2 new
dates
characters
on
coming.
Thunderous Flash.
We have all these events and updates. When are we getting them?
There we go.
Part 2, Chapter 5.5, Naraka Mandala, Heian-Kyo. Thunderous Flash will be released on November 21st.
All right. So not tonight, but soon. Jamaica has to get off his butt.
It's in the regular thing, because that's...
Some people are like, I just spent money here. So, the new event is coming really soon. It's not soon TM, but actually really soon.
That is also, we should keep in mind,
but,
that's
a little
the
bit of warning, in order
21st
to unlock the
Pacific
chapter,
time as well.
You do have to clear Part 2, Chapter 5, Lost Spell number 5, Interstellar Mountain and City.
Though that might be after 5
the
hours
day
of
to
maintenance,
bring
so
down gods. So,
we'll have to wait until they give
there's
us
still
a
little bit
real
of time if you haven't
time
caught
and date
up.
feature.
Don't sleep.
Excuse me.
And try to catch up. And that's it for all the latest information we have. Thank you, Kano-san, and thank you, Kasumi-san.
Interesting. No Thanksgiving announcements. Also,
actually
no ruse
really
on the Leyline stones. Interesting.
Now I have my coworker that just come up to the stage and say, Albert, you need to wrap this thing up. You talk
okay.
too much. So, unfortunately, time flies by when we're having fun. We are at the end of our panels. But I still have a few more things. So first, Fate Grand Carnival, complete Blu-ray.
The dueling needs.
The
I need
complete
to wrap the
Blu-ray is
panel
now
up, but
available on
also
Rise
I
Style
still have to
Anime,
hit more bullet
but
points.
It is also available in our booth. So if you haven't dropped by, you haven't come by the shop, we still have copies, so please come pick it up. If you come by late and be like, hey, Albert, you say it's available in your shop, well, it's your fault for being late. So we still have the complete Blu-ray, so please come check out our store. For those of you watching at home, it's available now on risestufanime.com. Tomorrow, we have Fate Grand Order Quiz Show at the Aniplex of America booth mini stage. Sunday, November 20th from noon to 12:30 p.m. Now, with every quiz show, it comes with a prize. As for the grand prize, we have Kawasumi-san with us today. Bring up the grand prize.
Cameraman.
Cameraman.
There we go.
Oh, is she gonna sign it?
Yeah, I heard the some quiz before. It's very, very hard. You can try.
Or just think about like,
You can try.
This one. All right. So, now this is the prize, but it's not complete with something.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna autograph it.
Kawasumi-san, will you sign this grand prize?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm here to. Why I'm here to. そのために来た。
No. You're here for a lot more. It's not just
That's
this.
why
We're
I'm
so,
here.
so grateful that you're here. So,
Oh, okay, getting it on the box outside under the plastic cover.
Oh, not protected, yeah.
we'll have to let the ink dry a bit. So it's right here.
A little hard to see on camera, but yeah, it's there.
I'm going to fly back to LA tonight. I'm gonna take that. Bye. So this will be the grand prize for the Fate Grand Order quiz show tomorrow. Please come by the booth. If you think you can conquer all our questions and get this grand prize, come down to the booth.
I could give it a little college try, but I'm not an anime NYC.
So now that's really toward the end of our programming today. So before we go, I would like to have Kano-san and Kawasumi-san to give us one last message. Kano-san, do you first?
Kano-san's
let's
message will be
start with
Saint Quartz.
Okay.
Saint
I'm
Quartz.
glad to have met you all today.
Aw.
But I know I
Make me
have
blush.
one important last announcement.
Yeah. We all know.
To celebrate this panel, and since you have reached the social media campaign goals,
Yeah.
we will giving you all 16 Saint Quartz.
10 plus 6. Correct.
Snucks.
We are excited to keep delivering you great FGO content. I hope you will continue to enjoy playing.
That means only
FGO.
314 summons before pity. Actually, no, it's not that. 16 it would be 16 divided by 3,
next,
which is 5 and 3, so it's like
Thank you
325.
for coming today. I really wanted to come to New York City, so I'm very happy to be here. And today I am trying to speak English, but not so good.
Don't embarrass her, guys.
Thank you. I will be trying more English study next time. I will more speak English with you. 頑張ります。ここから日本語で、本当に私はこうやって海外に来て皆さんと会うことが大好きで、この2、3年間それができなくて、でブロードキャスティングとかビデオメッセージとかはさせてもらえてたんですけど、こうやってみんなの顔を見てこういろんな発表をするたびに喜ぶ声を上げてもらって本当に幸せでした。こう結構辛かった2年間とか皆さんもあったと思うんですけど、こう同じゲームで海の向こうの人も FGO をやってくれてるんだっていうのが本当に私にとって支えになったので、これからも応援してもらえたら嬉しいです。ありがとうございました。
I mean, your English is pretty good, but just look how much faster
seeing everybody in the
she speaks and goes through it
overseas,
in Japanese.
All the audience and the fans overseas, and I love that. And it's been unfortunate that I haven't been able to see everybody these past 3 years. I've been doing broadcasts and streams and video messages, but it's not the same because I don't see everybody's faces in person react to all of these announcements. Every time there's an announcement like this, I want to hear everybody's excited reactions, and so I'm so glad that that I had the opportunity to come today to see that.
That's one of those things that always
And
worries me
I
about
know these
VAs
past
coming
few
over. It's
years
like, are they
have
actually
been tough
enjoying
on
themselves? Are they not just
but
putting on a face?
knowing that we're all connected through.
I mean, with
this
Kawasumi-san
game,
at least, she
that
seems
we're all
very
connected
genuine, you know.
And we're playing and enjoying the same game together.
She's happy to be
has
here.
Always been,
She's a little
the
embarrassed for her
support
English.
For me, has been a.
She should not be.
It's been very comforting
it's
to
very
know
good.
that everybody, even overseas, we've been connecting through this game. So thank you very, very much.
And I assume, well, obviously there is something to be said for, like, getting people who are obviously important to the franchise. It does take some time and money to ship people over from Japan, much like to ship your figurines over.
With everybody here. So
I'm gonna get a big group shot.
first, let's welcome.
But
back
I
our
assume that, like,
Aniplex producer for Strange Fate
Aniplex,
Whisper of
like,
Dawn, Shizuka Kurosaki.
quizzes the talent of, like, hey, we want to send some people to America for a convention. Who wants to go, right?
Suppose.
Because if they really don't want to go, it's just a huge pain in the butt to fly them to America. No, he said it more. All right. Group up, everybody. Oh, we got a professional, too. Scooch it, everybody. Come on.
Come on, get in there.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, FGO.
For Joe.
Again. Alright, one more. Okay, 3, 2, 1, FGO. Thank you, and we have our other option.
Flutter is like, hold for it.
Everybody wants my job. There we go. Great job, guys. Super. Thank you.
They do have them like taking pictures here.
Well, you know, they talked about they got cosplayers in the crowd, so, you know, and lots of people are excited to be here. It's always good to show that. Like we said, and like even Kawasumi-san herself said, you know, it's one thing to know that FGO has, you know, millions of downloads or whatever. It's another thing to be able to, like, conceptually show people, hey, here's a room full of people who are all here to see this. Mm-hmm. And I see some of the wigs in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
All right, fade the lights out.
Exciting.
All right, we got our outro. All right, switching back. Are they going to kill the stream?
We might as well kill the stream.
Alrighty, I'll transition over to our introductory blip. Here we go. Okay. Yep. All right. Is pity trending on Twitter yet? I don't know. But while we've switched over there for a second, it has been going for, you know, almost an hour 50. I would say it's a good time to take a quick, you know, go on there.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick break while you're in the transition zone and step away for a sec. Because, you know, it's been a while. Yeah, well, it looks like around 99 or 100 people talking. We're hitting big numbers. People are phasing in and out. Got a lot of.
Oh, excuse me.
I feel like the YouTube chat's having a hard time keeping up with y'all. But we're gonna step away for a second, be right back, and then we're gonna cover the last little bit of news and do some mailbag for y'all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking at it. The YouTube chat is like way behind. We are fucking melting down. All right, I'll be right back though.
He will be right back.
Oof. It's true. The like to view ratio is a little rough. We have plenty of new members, people dropping gifties and stuff. Thank you so much for all that, as always. All right, I'm unmuted on Discord.
Righto.
I'll transition to the stuff in a sec. I do want to really quick double check. Let me see if they have posted the news article for this on the main website. I'm going to guess probably not, but I will double check, because that would have clarified details on the pity rate and stuff. I think it's just the exhibit information still. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, so chat arenas, give me a second. I'm gonna transition us to the show notes, and we'll get in there for our regularly scheduled programming. I'll have to adjust everything back again, but okay, I think everything is just squared up. Well, Lucky, you wrote an intro, so you want to lead us into our regularly scheduled programming?
Yeah, let's go into our regularly scheduled programming here. So, everyone, I hope you're enjoying Fate Grand Order, aka It's Alive. And while we're here at Studio Mega, I'd like to bring you the latest FGO-related news and memes. We will be talking about current and future events for the JP&D versions of the game, so anyone not wanting spoilers should activate Golden Time.
Though naturally, of course, Albert already warned you, and you're in real trouble if you're down for spoilers. So I did space out the segment for Wake the Fuck Up Senpai, but I would like to reserve that for clarifying how pity works, and we didn't get there, so we have not actually got the announcement, so we'll have to just leave it off for there. I did, of course, fill out, did you finish your master missions? It's been a little bit of a lull week, so we don't really have any records or evils for now. But you can see right up there your Mr. Missions? Yes, your Mr. Missions. That's our new mascot, Mr. Missions. It's just me in a silly hat. So you need to this week perform 30 FP summons, defeat 3 King-type servants, defeat 15 Wild Beast enemies, 5 Super Giant enemies, acquire 15 and then 30 EXPs through battles. So pretty simple stuff. Do your EXP dailies, get your grind on. Wild Beast is really easy. I think it's just Orleans Jura Forest does that in like 3 goes. Obviously do your FP summons as well. Super Giant, I think your AP easiest to do that is I think it's called the Giant's Garden in Lost Belt 2. I'm not 100% sure what our easiest King mode is. It might be Fuyuki. Let me see if I can double check. Or chat can shout something out. Yeah, we're good. We're displaying correctly. You do have a Phantom Cursor. But
Phantom Cursor.
I apologize, but that's just how OBS renders. It captures my cursor, but it captures the It is Fuyuki? Okay, yeah, it's the Salter fight in Fuyuki. I figured it was. That's right, I have an extra tab there I don't need. Got a little bit of glitching. Okay. We do have some news. Like I said, there's a little bit of news out of JP. So, as you might expect from the thing they announced earlier where Burrito Mart is the last new SSR of this year, they're definitely stepping up their game on future banners, though, cycling in a lot of limited servants again. So, Fairy Night Cup has already announced summon banners 2 and 3. They're pretty short. They're cycling through them pretty fast, so it seems like they're going to hit a lot of guys before the year ends. Basically like a miniature Thanksgiving down there. So Campaign 2 went from the 13th to the 16th, so I think it's technically already over. But it was going to be Charlemagne or Bradamante on raid up plus Roland. So bringing back some servants there. Campaign the 3rd is from the 17th until the 21st. That is 3 sets. You've got Brynhild Kremhild, Sigurd Siegfried, and Kentoki Heracles? Not exactly sure what we're going for there, but funnily enough, there's also a Kentoki raid up in Japan. And, you know, they've got the 2 peeps for Bryn and Krem, and then the 2 Sigs.
Honestly, I think I can see why they would consider Kentucky like the Hercules of Japan.
Yeah, there's some comparisons there. It's an interesting one. The Singularity Repair campaign has also continued. We've got the Babylonia banner is, in fact, announced. And the next set will start. It will start with a 3 raid up of Enkidu, Medusiana, Medusa Lancer, and Ushiwakamaru, and then we'll switch to a Quetz, Gorgon, and Jaggerman raid up. That second raid up is pretty good because I believe all 3 of those are story locked. So, very, very solid second raid up on that banner after a few days. So keep that one in mind. But yeah, that was what, 5 minutes? That's it. That's all the news.
That's all
other
of
than
it.
other than obviously all the stuff that Nissan and Albert just dropped on us. But even then, if I put that in text form, that would go by pretty fast. So that means it's time for mailbag.
I'm for the mailbag. Give me 1 second while I make sure this giant horse demon does not squish me.
Sounds appropriate.
Yep.
I will
all
refresh the page and make sure everything is centered up.
Refresh myself.
I will scoot you guys over to the other side. So it looks like 11 today.
I'm sitting in darkness here. Okay.
Enjoy my sweet night mode, chat.
Night mode.
I would give you the show notes in night mode if Google Docs would let me.
Excuse me, everybody. So, everyone, it is time for this week's Let's Talk FGO Mailbag, the segment where we read what you have to say and comment accordingly. I have refreshed this. And it says 11. Yay. Also, no, I am not actually caught up on any anime today, by the way. I got up, I took a shower, we went to a buffet where I ate very little because I'm trying to lose weight. Then I came home and I played Neo 2 until it was time to stream. Now we're streaming. And I'm still playing Neo 2.
He's a multitasker.
I am a multitasker. So, but I will be catching up on my weekend animes here shortly. But let's get to the mailbag. And our first one comes from the Tyrant King, who woke up at 4 a.m. and did a 7-hour grind in Pokemon. Only 7 hours. Those are rookie numbers. But they say, question, hey, Great Taste Lucky and Iron Treads Omega. With Mahoyo coming out in 3 weeks, do you think we can expect new lore drops from this release? Or will it be a 1-to-1 remake? Anyway, that's it for me. Sending good vibes. Your way, and hope you have a nice weekend and Thanksgiving. That is true. By the time we do our next show, Thanksgiving will have passed. And Black Friday, and some people might have died.
Yeah. Technically, we should be recording our show on next show on Black Friday. We'll see if it actually shakes out. I don't think either of us have a super concern about that, but it might.
I can't remember. I do believe, like I said, Mahoyo's getting a re-release, so I'm pretty sure they have touched up this. Like, I don't know if it's like a full-on remake, but I'm pretty sure they have touched up the script, the art assets, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I believe this is similar to what they did. They've done a couple of times for Fate Stay Night. It is not quite Tsukihime Piece of Glass Moon levels, where they obviously like seriously rewrote and expanded those things to update the setting. This, as far as I know, is still the original Witch of the Holy Night, just that they are adding a new music, full VO, you know, extra animated sequences, stuff like that. They may have taken the time to touch up some things, and no offense to the people who are working hard to, you know, do certain translations for these things and have made fan translations over the years. I assume that because the localization is being actually, you know, produced and the localizers have the ability to pick up the phone and call Nasu and ask him what the fuck this word means, there may be some details that have had murkier translations in the past that might get clarified just because this is a professional product that is going to charge you, you know, full price for, so somebody will feel obligated for the lines to make fucking sense, you know? So we might see some, like, clarity on some stuff. I personally, like, find this all the time with, like, people speedrunning translations of new FGO events, you know, and then the localized version drops a couple years later and stuff is sometimes clearer because they have the power of, you know, hindsight. So we'll see. But no, as far as I know, this is just basically like their equivalent of an HD remaster. Yes, visual novels do get those sometimes.
Exciting. Like I said, if people are going to be asking, if people are going to be asking, we are probably not going to, I know I'm not going to I'm not going to stream it. Probably just going to enjoy it as it comes. Especially since, I'm gonna wait till I get to the physical version, which won't be
Yeah, we're
out
gonna be a
until
little
January.
behind.
So a lot of people are probably, a lot of content creators are probably already gonna be in their playthrough by the time we get to it. So.
Yeah, I might like throw up a quick video of like an unbox or something, you know, because it'll be the limited release physical edition, so there'll be some extra tchotchkes. People in our chat have asked us about streaming the demo before. That's about the first, you know, couple of hours, I think. First segment of the story. We could probably do that as like a little celebration of it coming out. Streaming the whole thing, I don't know what the word count on this thing is, and we have a very packed year of streams of action-packed shenanigans to get through. Like, we haven't even started God of War Ragnarok because we're not done with Plague Tale Requiem yet, you know. There's lots of other things. I don't think, per se, we'll be streaming Callisto Protocol, but, for instance, also in January, the Dead Space remake comes out. That would probably be a perfect opportunity for us to hit up.
I think I would like to stream the Callisto Protocol, but I can wait on that. I can like, beat it and...
We'll see what the timing is, yeah, because, like, what we'll probably be doing is, I'm just going to guess, but probably, you know, we've got a week or two left in Plague Tale, and then probably all through December, and I don't know, you've beat Ragnarok, Lucky. How many streams do you think with about 2 or 4 hours? Not 3 or 4 hours.
2 or 4 hours, 6 to 10, depending on how much side content you want to do.
Yeah, so probably a couple of months solid of God of War Ragnarok. So then we'll basically be able to have our pick of Dead Space and or Callisto next, depending on which one you feel like, because it'll probably be February already. And I did talk about how I think we want to commit that at the very least we want to do a run-through of a lot of the Resident Evil games next year as well. You've already done, I think, the original Resident Evil 4 in a stream before, and I think RE2 Remake? But we haven't done 7 or 8, for instance, and the RE4 remake will be coming out next year in March. So we got a lot of shit to do, but we might take time for a one-off or a special day and hit up the demo, if that interests y'all in chat. Let us know. You know, leave comments, leave live chats. We want to produce content that you want to see, so I'll admit, as much as people probably do want to see us go through Mahoyo, I don't know how entertaining that'll be for us to just listen to voice lines and music, especially because I've told y'all this before. Part of the reason why I wanted to do like full VO for Ace Attorney, I am a speed reader. Several times during previous like Let's Plays and streams, you guys have got on me for clicking through dialogue boxes too fast because I read like a freak. So freak. Yeah, I don't know how much like pure playthrough would have the quick in there. So yes, we also will be interspersing Ace Attorney cases and Mega Man whenever we feel like we want to break from some stuff.
Honestly, Legendary does want me to actually get through Mega Man X3 too. I do know.
Well,
that
after he got his ass kicked trying to play it, so
he's like,
he
yes,
scoped
Lucky,
it out for
suffer.
us. He scoped it out for us.
Suffer. I know what you want. You want floor Lucky. That's what y'all want. You lie to me.
Listen, people got for the first Bloodborne stream I did while you were still sick. People got out in arms to watch me defeat bosses and also get my ass kicked. We got a little of both. We know what you're about.
Anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's go through. We'll make more jokes as we go on.
This next one comes from Moon is in need of funds for Doman. Are you? Are you though?
Hopefully, maybe a little bit less.
Yeah. Question. Hello there, Omega Lucky. Hope you're doing well now that the weather is barely starting to get cold here. I'm looking forward to new sweaters more. To wear sweaters more. I don't know what I'm thinking. Do you guys prefer winter or summer clothing? I am a winter dude. I like cold weather. That means, you know, I can put on my variety of hoodies and jackets, gloves.
I mean, I gotta be honest. I think I'm flex. I'm a clothes switch. Normally, my wardrobe is mostly full because of the living in Florida for many years. T-shirts and shorts. Go that everywhere. T-shirts, shorts, flip-flops, you know. Yes, I am that guy. But at the same time, you know, when it's time to put on the hoodie, I'm like, okay, it's hoodie time. And we put on the hoodie and we go, you know.
I love the hoodie.
I also don't mind a comfortable pair of jeans. I don't usually wear them, but like around my own house because I'm trying to be warm. But like, I don't mind. So I can do either or, and you know, a good, nice, comfy hoodie with extra pockets is really good. So I'm actually either or. I personally think with my wardrobe, summer is easier because I've already got most of it. But you know, whatever I have to wear to touch grass, I'll do it.
Let's see here. So let's keep moving on. This next one comes from Agent 418, who says, "Hello, Lucky Omega. Have either of you noticed the trend of people saying banners are missing in the community when they don't show up in a similar order or even timing they did in JP, even though Albert stated that the team was going to mess with NA Clairvoyance in some way? P.S. Hope everyone who will be celebrating Thanksgiving has a good one, and everyone else has a good week." I will say I do notice people do say that, but this is the nature of humanity that when everything doesn't go to plan, to immediately fucking freak out. And, you know, maybe not consider the full ramifications of things.
Yeah, Albert has warned us previously, I think it was even at the anniversary this year, about, you know, not always our clairvoyance being perfect. The pity is definitely a huge inclusion on that. But yeah, occasionally people will notice, and we've even talked about how in JP, there was, not only was there the pre-release campaign, but there was also a 1 million downloads campaign with a Murasaki banner and, you know, some extra Saint Quartz, some Leyline Stone refreshments and stuff that seems that we're not going to hit that before Heian-Kyo. I'm not going to say that's not going to get roped into Thanksgiving because, curiously, even though that's at the end of this week, they didn't bring it up at all on panel. Will we skip Thanksgiving this year for Heian-Kyo? You know, who knows?
I don't think so.
No, that'll be like a, you know, 4 or 5 days in. We'll probably run like the Murasaki banner as part of Thanksgiving. Give you the extra Saint Quartz then. Because that'll basically be between when Doman's banner kicks up and then when the Ibuki banner drops. But there's lots of banner potential here, so, you know, we'll see what's up. As usual, I would say don't say that banners are missing, especially when we get bonus banners. Like, we're still getting those as well. We're getting extra summon banners we didn't get in JP. I know people aren't as excited about those for some reason. But they still happen, so just take everything kind of as a whole. If we don't see a banner right away, wait a little bit, because sometimes they schedule stuff, and sometimes they don't reschedule stuff, and it's weird. The Christmas rerun being so early was weird.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. It was anniversary, okay. People in chat being like, change is scary.
Change is scary, but you should not fear it.
Face your fears.
With that, let us move on. This next one comes from Ready for Clown Punchin'. Yes, I am in this camp. They say, "Dear Lucky and Omega, with all the talk of Pity potentially coming early to NA, I was wondering if there are any servants you would be willing to go all the way to Pity for. Wishing you well and sending you good vibes. Have a great week." Yes, I have a list. Yeah, you know, Ibuki Doji, Rider Kama, Koyan Sky of Light, Koyan Sky of Dark. I think that's my list right now. Yeah,
it's your big ones for the next year or so.
Yeah, I think I'll put Arc on there too.
Seems like a solid one. And they're gonna give us a shitload of Saint Quartz, so you'll get half of the way there.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I don't know for sure. It really depends on what my budget and stuff is going on. Like I talked about on What's Up yesterday, my TV, which is needed to play all those shiny PS5 games I want to play and stuff, is getting a little temperamental. It takes a little while to get started in the morning, so like probably gonna have to keep an eye on Black Friday deals for new TVs, just to be safe, which is always fun. So I don't, don't know about like exactly what I'll be doing when, but depending on when banners drop, there will definitely be times because it is, I say only, but 330 isn't a huge number of summons, individual summons, especially if you're stockpiling free Saint Quartz and you're counting tickets, those all count. So, it could be a very solid number.
Mm-hmm. No, so like that's, oh god, like I think that's about 2 full like $80 packs and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, how much Saint Quartz do we actually? How many summons do we get in an 80 pack? I should say.
Wait, I forget. Is it based on we get 167?
Yeah, the pity rate doesn't care if it's paid or free, so it's just total number of summoning and stuff.
2 packs would be 134 Saint Quartz? I mean, 334? I believe. Math. Whatever.
Yeah, it says 300 pulls is about 5 packs.
Oh, 300 pulls. Okay.
Yeah, because it's not Saint Quartz, it's summons. So it's a little bit bigger than you think. It's like 900-ish Saint Quartz to hit pity, but
yeah,
there's still it's not the weirdest number in the world. It's definitely not going to help out a lot of FTP people, but
yeah, I thought it was a quartz spent.
No, 330. If it was 330 Saint Quartz, that would be a lot easier for everybody.
Oh yeah.
On the other hand, that is only 280 packs, so they would still make a decent chunk of money, but, you know.
It is what it is. But, yeah, no, like I said, I'm definitely going to be making an effort, like, to not, like, throw down as much. Like I said, like, I know who I'm going for pity, but there are some ones that I will want, regardless.
Well, and I mean, that is the point of the guaranteed summon, is you know that there is a backstop to your spending.
Yeah. Like, no more will I have to spend, like, $900 effing dollars. Just for one servant. Now, it'd be like $500 to $400. I'm like, I can live with this.
Okay, yeah, so it is 300 pulls total, because... if you do 10 pulls, remember you get that free 11th pull, and I believe that counts. That counts as a summon, so the number's a little smaller than you'd think. Still pretty big. That's like 900 Saint Quartz, but I know people who have huge stockpiles of Saint Quartz, so, you know, if you save judiciously, you can get pity without spending a single cent. You just have to skip a lot of banners and still actually play the game. But, you know, there's stuff in there. Sorry, our Discord is currently awash in alternatively punching gifs and clown gifs.
Little clown shoes, I guess.
Yep. It's not full clown shoes yet.
Not yet. But with that, let us move on.
Yips.
This next one comes from somehow enjoyed walking to work in light snowfall. Well, I believe this is one of those people who are like, who don't consider it snowing unless it's feet or something.
Maybe not.
We've had a bit of that in our Discord of people comparing snow and people getting incensed over certain people's definitions of
It is the usual snowpocalypse season. I would like to point out to everybody, as again, like everything else, snow is context sensitive. If you get snow once a year, several inches of snow is bad. If you get snow a lot, you're probably used to the inches, and then feet is bad. And no matter where you live, yards of snow is bad.
No matter what.
If you get multiple yards of snow, that's bad. And if you don't know metric, that would be, 1 yard is roughly 1 meter. So just imagine multiple meters of snow. The horror.
But they go on to say, hello, Reaper Bum Bun Lucky and Soul Sword Omega. Hope the recovery continues to go well. Have you ever managed to pick up and finish a long HPT that you put down for an extended period of time? May luck be kinder to us all. Yeah, no, there's been plenty of times I've okay, no, I take that back. Most times, if I start an RPG and I put it down for an extended amount of times, I can never just pick it up and pick off right where I was. I'm just all like, this is Q Gandalf. I have no memory of this place.
Yeah, that's usually a hard reset.
Yeah. But I'm usually not too fussed about it. Like I said, I am probably going to have to start Atelier Ryza, the first one, for the third fucking time, because every time I start that game, I get like halfway through it, and I'm all like, I have been distracted. Then I come back to this, and I'm like, what the fuck was I building?
We just need to move to make enough money so you can stream full time again. Because I was like digging through our archives of like highly viewed old streams. Remember when you were basically I don't know, is furloughed the right word? I don't even remember. But during COVID when you couldn't go to work, the lockdown period, you would lock in like 8 or 9 hour streams every week.
Yeah,
that's probably pretty good for your game completion rate.
Probably.
Just need to scrub up everybody so we can both of us can work on this full time all the time. But yeah, so you're at your third reset of the original Ryza.
Yeah, I have the second one, and I'm getting the fucking third one. You are not gonna stop me from ogling those thighs. Not to mention Azure Lane's about to have their Ryza collab, and I'm all like, there's a fucking Leela ship, and I'm like, yes,
it's pretty neat.
It is pretty neat.
Seems on brand.
But yeah, and I'm never really too fussed about restarting it. I'm just like, I will load it up, look at something, and just be like, what the fuck was I doing? Because usually when I'm playing an RPG or something, I usually have like my short-term and long-term goals. Yeah. Like when I'm doing like grinding, or I'm looking for specific pieces of gear or equipment or whatever, And I never write those down because I'm not going to stop playing this game for like 6 months and come back to it. Why would I need to write it down? So usually that's what trips me up, is I never remember what my immediate goals were. Like I could always go and do the just continue the story and stuff, but like I said, I like doing like side content, and I like doing and all that. I like doing all the little stuff. Which is part of the problem with like Ryza, because I'll tell you, Ryza is there's a lot of crafting and gathering materials and stuff, and like I have like certain goals I'm trying to shoot for, so I definitely get lost on that. But I love it. It's great. But that is that, I want to say.
Hold on, I'm gonna experiment, chat.
Oh,
I'm gonna attempt to run a poll. Have you ever finished an RPG you ever put down for a long time? I just realized this is a thing YouTube yelled at me like a week ago. Should have done this before the pity got announced, so that we could see if people had predicted it. But we'll see the numbers come in, and if that feature is neat, that might help us, make some decisions on stream every once in a while.
Oh,
looks like No is currently winning with 70%, but Oh, and I can just end it whenever. All right.
Sick.
All right. Well, we'll continue. We'll let that one stew for a while as we answer more questions.
Stew.
Yeah, I technically haven't eaten dinner yet, so let's hope this doesn't run on too long. I'll get a little peckish.
Yeah, probably not.
Nah, we're probably done after mailbag.
Like I was actually gonna go grocery shopping today, but me and my friend forgot that this is Thanksgiving week, so everyone's out doing their Thanksgiving, cooking shopping. We're just all like,
yep.
And we're like, all right, we do not want to go to Costco right now. Not at lunch. We're gonna try and go tomorrow.
No,
we're gonna try and go tomorrow, like right when it opens. We're gonna try and get in, get our food, and get out.
Solid choice.
Mm-hmm. Like that's why we went to the buffet first, because we're like, okay, first we eat, then we go get food, then we go buy food. Like we're responsible here. We know how this works. This is how we keep ourselves from buying like 2 boxes of fucking chimichanga burritos, and we're just like, we should not be eating this. Both me and my roommate are trying to eat healthier.
It does happen sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So, with that, though, let us move on. This next one comes from King of Apples, who wonders what the Thanksgiving banner will be. Spoiler alert, it's Gil.
Well, joke's on you. We don't know. They didn't announce a specific Thanksgiving banner. It might just be Murasaki.
Question. Is it possible for there to be more Shielder servants, or is Match really just that special? Would normal Galahad be a Shielder if he were summonable? P.S. Yes, I know Match is just that special and is best Kohai. Don't at me. Don't at me, bruh.
Well, joke's on you. Yes, we know this already, actually. I believe Mash has said several times that there would be others who would qualify. Leonidas, for instance, could. I think Ajax the Greater has been mentioned. He is known as a shield boy. He is the Ro-Ias guy. So yeah, no. I assume the reason why we don't have more shielders is just for balance reasons. It keeps Smash special in game, and her unique, not weak to anything but not strong against anything. Kind of has its own place still.
Mm-hmm.
Normal Galahad probably could qualify because obviously he is the heroic spirit that makes Mash a servant. So probably, but they've never been super clear on that. We'll see if they ever make him summonable.
Oh.
Also, yeah, somebody in chat is saying they went to Costco today and it was a mistake.
Like I said, this is why we're like, nope, changing our mind. We just went and got a buffet and then we went home. So no, like I'm gonna be trying to go like super early in the morning, like super
And
early.
it dumps the results in chat.
Sick.
At least on my end. I don't see it in our little overlay, but yeah, hopefully you guys can see those stats. Otherwise, it says there were 22 votes for a flash poll. It was 54% yes, 45% no.
Oh, interesting. Well, you guys got better memories than I do.
We are, unfortunately, now that the reaction is over, we're down to about half of the viewers we had, but we appreciate those of you sticking with us.
Thank you.
All right. Next mailbag.
Next mailbag. This next one comes from Procrastinator, who says, "No time, only nom." Is that supposed to be like new?
It's
sending
clearly
good vibes.
something a villain says. Noom!
Sending good vibes. Wah 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 wah. To all. Moving on, this next one comes from Hassan of being unable to save SQ. They say, "Hey, cool trainer Lucky and Collector Omega, how goes the downtime? Are you ready to beat a certain little shit down the size in the coming weeks? My Kama and Musashi await their next target. As a GSSR player, that's a new one. Well, mostly I have to plan out my SQ expenditures to make sure I have enough when I really need it. I'm not sure. Okay. Next year for NA is, as I'm sure you're aware, a pain in the rear with KR getting pretty early. Maybe there's a chance we do as well, but I don't expect it to happen. So I'm just going to save everything I can from this point to ensure that I can get a Morgan and Koyan sauce. A Koyan sauce? Koyan sauce.
Wow.
I'm just imagining.
We really do be out here.
I'm just thinking of like a bottle of soy sauce, when the white bottles with just fucking the Koyanskaya glasses and the ears on it now.
It's pretty good. Somebody give me that Photoshop. I'll tweet it later if you get it.
But they say, continue to say, what plans do you guys have for next year's? How much will Walkun cry? Take care and sending you the bestest of vibes. Well, I am not qualified to make best vibe noises. I can only do good vibe noises. I am a person of moderation.
Yeah, I think I want to say on this. Hey, joke's on you. We got pity. This is why we waited to do the show.
Are you tempted yet?
But yeah, we'll see. Hey, Reach Raptor, thank you for that big red super chat.
Super Redo Chato.
Damn, that's a big one. You don't have to
Thank
apologize
you.
that bad. That does make a joke I was going to make about streaming. I was going to talk earlier about seeing if I could go to chat into a stream goal of making me enough money to just buy Elden Ring. Well, technically Raptor blew that the fuck out just showing up late. So I'm not going to commit to nothing, but thanks. We really glad to see you guys showing up for this. I know it's kind of special because we're doing a little live react, but thanks for coming by and showing your support, y'all.
Yeah. Lucky will probably use his share to buy a burrito.
Are you sure about that? The last time the burrito wasn't a good idea.
Well, that's because I was sick.
Okay. Just make sure to secure the burrito properly.
Yeah. like I said, I had a flu and I had a chest infection, and so like the oil and the grease was all like my body's
yeah.
like, what are you doing? What
That's
are you
true.
doing?
I know. I haven't as much lately. I'm eating slightly better than that, but I've eaten a fair amount of instant ramen in my time, and that's very oily, very high in the MSG, and it always made me a little afterward. I can imagine that irritating some of your phlegm centers.
Mm-hmm.
As for our plans, I mean, we've gone over our plans for the next year like a million times, thanks to clairvoyance. And we'll just have to see how much it'll make our wallets cry, because now we know that going forward we will have pity. You know, I plan to personally slam a jam pretty decently for Morgan. Obviously, you know, the front half is pretty packed. There's going to be Ibuki, you know, this year, though with pity. So that's, you know, good vibes to keep track of. Muramasa at the start of New Year, and I believe sorry, my mind blank for a second. Tairo no Kagekyo. Kagekyo is also fairly early in the year. I think that's a January event, so
It's either January or February. I can't
yeah,
remember.
it's still pretty early. So there's going to be a lot of rapid fire exchange coming out where there's going to be banners I am interested in. So I don't know if I'll be willing to go to hit pity right away, but you know, we'll be trying. And obviously, you know, Morgan and this year's summer are very powerful vibes to keep track of. Though, admittedly, with Morgan, I can always just be like, well, I've got pity now, and she's got about 5 million banners coming, so I can just wait until I'm financially secure. But yeah, there's definitely some hard-hitting banners this year and next year to keep an eye out for that we have discussed at length.
It's exciting. So, this next one comes from The Eternal Storm, who says, "Hey guys, I just wanted to check in and say hi. Have a good one." Well, hello to you too. I'm glad you checked in. Make sure that you're okay. I hope you're doing okay. Please be doing okay.
Everything's fine here. How are you? Okay. Lucky, this next one, I'm looking at it. Chat's looking at it. How you want to field this one?
I don't understand. Well, A, there's no alias.
True. This is not technically called an alias. Either they're trying to awaken a sleeper agent, or this is a fighting game combo.
That's my first reaction. It's a fighting game combo, but I don't think left hand high, left hand right hand, left hand down, right hand up.
Is this dance instructions? Are you trying to get me to do the Harlem Shake right now or something? Trying to make me floss? What are the Fortnite dances this week? I don't know. That's why I get all those Game Award nominations is the Fortnite, the dances for the TikToks.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Old. So I think we'll file this one under I don't get it and move on probably.
Yes.
Because our next one is also, I saw this one earlier. This one's a little weird. Make sure they were, yeah. I had to scroll it a little. This is not technically directly related to FGO, but it is kind of a loosey-goosey question. We sometimes let those pass.
I'm okay with loosey-goosey questions, but let's see here. So this next one comes from, last one. This last one comes from Crown. Question. Humans have been around for a couple thousand years and have probably been making games for as long. Are we simply inundated to the point none of us are truly entertained anymore? I hear Hades was good, but haven't played it, so I wouldn't know what made it great. Can games keep being made in the future that are unique, or is there little room anymore? Or is it okay to have games that are a riff on other games? Is perpetual endgame only found in PvP, for example, and not just electronic games, right? Board games also, TCG, Settlers Catan, etc.
It's a lot of questions in there. I mean, also, yeah. So,
first off, nothing new under the sun.
True.
If you want to get pedantic about anything, you can always find references to one form of media from previous form of media. Everything is an iteration upon an iteration. And because everything is just an iteration upon an iteration, it's I'm gonna tell you the secret to this. It really doesn't fucking matter.
Well, I want to say, I think that the opportunity for innovation usually lies within synthesis of taking two concepts that already exist, but maybe haven't been tried together, or if they have been tried together, maybe they haven't been tried together a certain way, and then, you know, mixing them up. Like, this is a lot of how, like, for instance, music genres evolve. As far as, from what I understand, music theory and music history hasn't really changed a lot in a long time. Like, what we think of as music, how complex we're willing to write our music, and how many people we can get in a room to perform that music has evolved over time. But the general concept of, you know, like, timing and rhythm and shit, and the scales, that's all pretty fixed. The way you innovate new genres of music is either through, like, new technology, or just, like, being like, hey, what if I put, like, a blues, you know, guitar, but I made it electric, you know? Or what if I took, you know, the timing rhythm from this style of dance music, but I put it in like a jazz, you know, jazz instruments, right?
Mhm.
Shit like that.
Like when you're talking about your like talking about the what was the Fraternal phrase they use? Perpetual end game can only be found in PvP. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. There's plenty of games that let you just do whatever you want after the game is ended and go on. But that's honest is on you.
Yeah.
Not the game.
There's a lot of open game design.
Like game that I really enjoyed this year, Citizen Sleeper. I have beat that game. I have beat both the DLC they have come out with it. And I will still, like, every couple days just open it up and play a few cycles of my boy the Sleeper just living their best life on the eye. There's no reason for me to do it. I don't necessarily gain anything out of it. My guy just lives, and I enjoy that. So, yes, and as long as I keep opening up that game and doing that, yes, it is a perpetual end game. If you're talking about something that eternally updates, probably not. Everything ends.
I mean, yeah, no. There's no true perpetual end game, but games are designed to have open-ended game design that go on as long as the game remains a live service. And, like, you know, we talk a little about, you know, different game genres and stuff. Like, From has a formula now, but it was very specific back in the day that got aped. The you know, what we call now the Soulsborne formula. That probably wasn't unique. You know, the original game Rogue, which roguelikes are named after, where you get a randomized dungeon and you just go as far as you can before you die, and then if you die, you, like, drop all your shit and reset back to the beginning with a new character. Soulsborne games are not hard and fast roguelikes, right? They're not procedurally generated at all, but they do definitely have that kind of roguelike aspect of, well, you died, so you got to start your run again, right?
Right.
That was a fairly unique synthesis of ideas that already existed, that they found a way to, like, apply, you know, certain texts and certain aesthetics to, and so much so that they have kind of become a foundational genre in their own right. But are Souls-likes really unique in terms of, you know, gameplay innovation? I mean, not anymore. They're very distinct, but are they unique? No. But that's honestly how a lot of stuff happens. I'm trying to find the best way to phrase this isn't, like, mean to the gaming industry. Games are very often iterative. Like, they've always been. You know, there's always been, even back in the days of the arcade, there's shit like Pac-Man, now Miss Pac-Man, you know? Like, we need to come out with a way to, like, iterate on new, whether it's just different level permutations or whatever, or our programmers figured out a new dumb thing they can do with the code, right?
Right.
Games are iterative, you know? Mario's the same way, Sonic is the same way, all that stuff. So this means that you will get people who will come up with a new original idea. It's probably not completely original. You know, it's probably using systems or concepts that already existed, whether in video games or in other areas. One thing, as we've hit the internet revolution, our culture's gotten a lot more interconnected. It's a lot easier to pull influence from other areas, you know? But you'll get that moment where somebody's like, okay, I can make a new iteration on these ideas by combining, you know, disparate concepts people haven't done before. Sometimes you can get, like, truly new game design thanks to technology. Like, for instance, this person brought up TCGs.
It's a fucking signaling flag. All right.
Yeah,
Dave?
somebody chat caught that already. Go for it.
Dave, stop that. I'm fucking done with that.
We're getting tired of the gimmick.
I'm tired. I'm literally tired of this gimmick.
Also, if it is semaphore flags, you gotta preface that.
Yeah.
Because, left hand down, right hand up could be lots of different things. As I was saying before we all caught that, I saw that in chat a little. I was gonna wait for a sec to bring it up. In TCGs, for instance, there is a game that came out not too long ago. Lucky probably remembers this name because they made an RPG setting out of it. But Keyforge, that is a collectible deck building game where the decks are all procedurally generated. They had an algorithm that calculated decks and randomly generated card names and effects and stuff from a pool, and it spits out a deck. The deck is then sealed up, and you buy your decks wholesale, procedurally generated that way under certain standards. There's some rumors and stuff that they lost access to their algorithms or some of their files got corrupted. So the game has been kind of in a weird space. But that's something that is technically a new idea because of technology. Prior to, the computer revolution and kind of AI learning and neural networks and stuff, building algorithms like that is really hard. Theoretically, you could, build a randomized chart and roll dice, but to have a computer create the randomized texts and everything and then feed that into your printing, which is also computerized, and have it print the deck and then you box it up and sell that is new, and certainly has, merit in there. And you're going to see that a lot as tech increases. The kinds of things we can do will be new. I think there's a lot of potential in VR games, for instance, or AR games to hit mechanics that have never actually been tried before. Now, fiction exists, so lots of people will have probably written about what VR and AR could do. So will those things be truly new? Probably not. But, that's like talking about nothing new under the sun. So many concepts are so old. They're older than you even think. I mentioned this in the one that I did for Nemo, right? Several submarines have been named Nautilus because while it was based on research that was ongoing and the concept that did technically exist, the idea of a, completely self-sustained electric submarine was revolutionary in the late 1800s, and now it's just a thing we do. Were we inspired by Jules Verne? Probably, but also it was a thing that he thought, based on technology of the time, was that would be neat if we could pull that off. Nothing's stopping us from doing that, So these things kind of flow together. So it's interesting, and honestly, like they said, they asked the question, is it, okay for stuff not to be unique? Yeah. If it's fun. I'm having fun playing Pokemon. Yes, they did actually do some new stuff, but the fundamental bones of Pokemon are not that different. It's actually, I'll bring this up now because I might not remember in a week, but I've talked before about my triangle theory of Pokemon, that Pokemon plots are built on three pillars of the triangle, basically. I would say since Gen 2, Gen 1 has all these elements, but they're a little looser. Basically, you've got your Pokemon Championship. You challenge the gym leaders, get your 8 badges, do the Pokemon League thing with the Elite Four, etc. You usually then have your ancient legendary Pokemon bullshit, where there's legends and mysteries about Pokemon and whatever that you got to go solve and catch them, put God in a box. And then you have your team shenanigans. Usually there's a team of criminals and ne'er-do-wells who are doing a thing, and you have to go beat them up. Scarlet and Violet very explicitly does that. They you go to school, there's a time skip from school, and you are basically assigned these 3 plot lines with big quest accepted letters for all 3 of these things by 3 different NPCs, and it very clearly states, because this game is open world, you can all go do them in any order. And I'm yeah, I don't think any of the Pokemon games previously have called it out this way. These are the 3 things you can do. We're going to put them on your fucking open world map. Go do them. Right? So that's old, but they're presenting it in a new way, and it's really fun, and I really like this kind of way they've presented it. And you'll see that a lot. I definitely think that, the point of, none of us are truly entertained anymore, that's definitely not correct. That's a very cynical take that I don't think is true. We are, in fact, truly entertained by lots of things. Some people need to get over themselves about what they're truly entertained by, A lot of us are pretty easy.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't actually matter, these big, deep thoughts. What only really matters is, are you having fun with it?
Yeah. I know fun is kind of a buzzword because it's kind of intangible, but, you should be able to tell if you're enjoying something, And if you're having a good time, that's really all that matters. I mean, sometimes Lucky brought up Citizen Sleeper earlier. I'm sure that has shit to say, you know. But generally, the point is to make an experience that you can, in the moment, say, I'm enjoying this. You can look back later and say, I enjoyed this. I got something out of it. I, you know, got a return on an investment on my time.
Mm-hmm.
That is what being entertained is. You were doing something, and it kept your brain occupied while you were doing it. And you weren't just going like, ah, man, this sucks. When will this be over, you know? And there's definitely something to be said about that for FGO. It is an entertaining game most of the time. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you are just kind of like, man, this farming be a chore. But when you get sucked into the moment and we spend like 12 hours straight slam jamming the story, this is how it is.
How we do. Oh, excuse me.
Speaking of which, I don't actually, because we're getting it on Monday, I do not know for sure. We'll probably still try and do like 2 episode breaks there, like 1 episode, you know, mostly spoiler-free to give people to catch up because it will only be like 3 or 4 days, but this one is pretty short, so don't expect it to be as long of a spoilery break and as much of a ginormous episode, though I'm sure it will also still be a big fat episode.
Big fat.
But all right, so let's, you know, I'll transition you back to the show notes because that was our last mailbag question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to check on some stuff really quick, but we're winding down the show, which is good because we're at almost 3 hours a show. And as usual, thank you so much for everybody showing up. The 50-ish of you that are still in, and the 99 to 100 people, you know, depending. We were very close to the cusp there, and the YouTube numbers don't always show who showed up for the live reaction. But I just want to double-check some stuff. On our Patreon, find us at patreon.com/Studio Omega YT, 2 O's in that. It's the one that worked with the branding. Obviously, like I said, this show will not be audio recorded and go up there. At least not with... Actually, no, that would still include the fucking panel audio. I can't, like, pull it down and rescrub it. It would be too much of a pain in the butt. But you can get other stuff there, like our APs, like the audio for What's Up and stuff. And we do run Patreon polls there, so let me double-check exactly who won. I don't think the Fanservant Friday poll had cleared. That will be next week, probably? Yes, the 25th is the last Friday in November. Oh, well, funnily enough, we got a tie, so it's good that I brought this up, because Lucky's got a tie break. It is currently a tie between Doc Holliday Archer and Guy Fawkes Assassin. Lucky, you are the tiebreaker for Fanservant Friday. Whomst would you like us to talk about next Friday?
Let's go with Guy Fawkes.
All right, it's thematically appropriate. Pulling for that one a little myself, but, you know, we'll get in there. All right.
Remember.
Yes. So there you go. That's who our Fanservant Friday subject will be next week. Well, it's okay if you just got here. Okay, I say the VOD will stay up. I don't actually know. We did have some music in there, some clips. I'm going to make an effort for the VOD to stay up. If it can't stay up for whatever reason, if it gets, like, super blocked and stuff, and editing it out won't work, I'll probably just, you know, either me or Lucky will download the episode and just snip the offending parts out so we can re-upload. If it does end up getting re-uploaded, I hope that you guys will, you know, watch it again, at least for the views. And as always, thank you so much for everybody showing up, you know, gifting memberships, taking memberships, dropping those super chats and stuff. Real great support. Even if this does end up getting put in YouTube jail. But I think the Patreon business was most of the other stuff, so we can do our usual outro if Lucky doesn't have anything else FGO related to be saying.
I don't.
Oakley dokily. Well, in terms of future content, you know, I always like to let you guys know. Now, as usual, I got to bust my balls a little bit, but I'll get you that Wanted Domain out by the time the, the banner goes live. I hope, anyway. Since I don't think we've got the actual dates yet. Let me double check. Actually, somebody linked the website, so we might have some of the news up. If we've got a hard and fast time, I can do fucking time-space math. Yes, okay. So, the release is the 21 at 0100 GMT. So, yeah, that will be on the Monday night then. So, it might be a little tight. Technically early Monday morning, actually. So, we'll see how much work I can get done on tomorrow. But, yeah. So you should get the one to you soon. And, of course, I talked about this earlier, but on this coming Monday, we will be streaming once again. We'll be streaming more Plague Tale Requiem, possible Game of the Year contender. Go ahead and check out last week's stream if you're not caught up, and we'll be hitting some more of that up there as well. Throughout the week, pay attention for other streams and special videos. If you haven't already, like I said, we did do What's Up the other day, so we recorded What's Up with Omega and Lucky, our podcast about general stuff. Mostly the VGAs this week, but some other stuff in there. You can go ahead and check that one out as well. It should be on the channel. And we hope to see you guys next week for another episode of Let's Talk FGO, where hopefully we will have some wonderful, sick, cool things to say about Thunderous Flash.
Yeah!
So with that, I will go ahead and walk us through our little outro. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. If you're watching this video on YouTube, be sure to give it a like if you liked it. Feed that algorithm. Let people know this video is cool and good, and that people who see it should watch it and like it also. If you want to, you can leave your comments in the comment section below, or you can join our Discord. Link is in the video description. Should be the correct link, and also on our channel page. The channel page 1 has always been correct. So join us on Discord for more fun stuff. And of course, if you're new here and haven't already, please subscribe to our channel for more of this and our wonderful servant reviews like Wanted, other streams, and various other things. If you have also even subbed, you can still ring that bell for notifications so you guys know when we post a new video or when we stream. It's very good to have your notifications on and set to all so you would know about this special stream we did. It's pretty cool. And also consider joining our channel memberships for access to membership badges and emotes displayed in our live chat now. Very lovely. It's a fun time. Several of you have been gifted memberships, so I hope you can enjoy your new emotes. And like I said, at the front of the show, the very front of the show, you can also support us on Patreon, get access to audio recordings of Let's Talk FGO, our entire backlog. There's also What's Up and AP audio and some other stuff up there as well. And you can get access to certain video releases early and polls and other fun stuff at higher tiers as well. And it's a really great way to help support us and help fund future pity attempts. But with all of that, I think that is everything from me. It has been a joy to live stream with you as always, everybody. Thank you so much for the big turnout, the big likes, and of course your big revenue gains. I always know as we roll into the holiday season, it's really cool y'all to be with us and support us. Hope to see you for some extra stuff, in the future. And with that, I think that's everything I got to say. So I think we're going to go ahead and say good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right, stream it.